overpay him, but if it means keeping him longer, Timmy,
It's got to be Detroit. What do you mean?
The Guys Huddle.
I mean, he. Welcome back to another episode of the Guys Huddle. Here with us today is Mr. T-Riz, T-Dog, whatever you know him by. Big Timmy in the house here. You're looking a little blurry. I don't know why. You're looking a little off camera today. I don't know what's going on, but
It's your computer I'm on. I have no idea why I look.
I know. I'm looking a little off there. Got a lot of fun things to talk about. Sorry about our last podcast. It got, unfortunately got rudely interrupted by some people. Basically, I'm not going to drop names. We don't want to get canceled again. First thing I want to talk about
Fucking Mark.
is the Texans game. I mean, I know we got the Chiefs and Dolphins game on here. Pat Mahomes. Oh, is that Rice? Rashid Rice?
It's Rice again, bro's got like 100 yards.
Wait, is it Rashid?
I
thought it was just Rashid.
Rashid. That was Rashid Rice. Could be wrong, but
It's a good debate to have to begin with.
First off, I want to go and talk about that game first. Texans absolutely destroyed, dog walked.
Well,
the
it was a good game.
Joe
Joe
Flacco
Flacco threw back-to-back
Yeah.
pick sixes.
I say because Joe Flacco. Sorry, give me 1 second. I don't know. There we go.
Ryan has a name for this version of Joe Flacco.
Yes, we call that regular season Joe.
Oh, no, I thought that was Joe Fuck Up showing tonight.
Yeah, oh yeah.
I remember them days.
I was so happy he was not playing for my team. I was quite ecstatic. You know what I'm saying?
I remember when Ryan used to have Joe Flacco.
I know,
as
one day.
quarterback, and it was Joe Fuck Up every other week.
If the Texans somehow play that next week, and they go visit a team in Baltimore, I don't know if they want to see that team.
Yeah, you guys played week one, and they gave you struggles. You do not.
And they look
see
way
them.
better than what they did in week
You
one.
I mean, it is week one for everybody, but what I will say is Joe Flacco's in the 5 games he's played, that was 9 interceptions he's had.
He throws them.
Yeah,
He won me money throwing. Oh, he won me money throwing a pick six actually against the Jets.
Yeah.
It was wonderful.
Well, he threw 2 that game, 2 pick sixes.
Against the Jets? Oh,
Yeah.
no, today?
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember I went to the back. I had a phone call at work today, and I came back out, and Timmy was on the edge of his seat like, they're down 30. Maybe they'll throw the ball to
Yeah.
Amari Cooper.
And all I needed was 2 more bullshit throws. So Vegas wanted to keep my money today.
Hats off to C.J. Stroud. He had a great game. His defense really helped him out there too as well with those 2 pick sixes. I believe he tied because I don't think he threw another touchdown in the half. Tied the record for rookie quarterbacks to throw 3 touchdowns in the first half. He ties Joe Montana and Tom Brady.
Of a playoff game?
Yep.
Oh, okay.
So hats off to
Tom
him.
Brady threw 3 touchdowns that rookie year when he took over for Bledsoe.
Mhm.
You know what I found out today?
What's up?
Your coach and Joe Flacco were rookies the same year and made the playoffs
Mhm.
and won their first game.
Mhm.
That's huge.
Yep.
Imagine if they would have met back up.
I'm cool.
Yeah.
You want to know why? I don't know why this didn't occur to me until after the game when I realized it. I would have put the car,
Yeah.
the house, and the kids on Texans money line because the Browns don't play. I don't have my glasses on. I can't see shit. I see a bunch of green.
Yeah. I want it.
But I would have put my life down on the Texans because the Browns don't play good at home or don't play good when they're not at home. They play
Yeah.
so much better at home. It's insane.
Did you
Oh,
forget that they were the
intentional.
5th seed? That the Ravens won their division?
Yeah,
or what?
because it's just like you see the better record, and I'm like, and I just didn't put it together because I didn't think it. Normally, I'm not the type of guy that's like, oh, this team's the home team, because like, so what? You want to play at home? That don't always mean you're gonna win.
Yeah.
Home teams lose, but
Cool
the
stuff.
Browns are one of them teams that they just don't like. If you pull their splits home and away, it's dramatic differences, and you know where it is on the defensive side.
It's almost like
And
the
they got-
Cowboys, huh?
Torched today.
Speaking of which, if somehow the Cowboys miraculously make it past the Packers,
Miraculously.
yeah, and they lose in the second round, McCarthy gets fired or no?
No coach has been fired after they won a playoff game. It's not happening.
But what about Jerry? Jerry's different, man.
Yeah, Jerry is different. He keeps coaches around way too long. So why the fuck would he fire him after a playoff?
Maybe he's trying to set a new trend. New year, new him.
Why didn't he do that? The past 3 times they've lost.
I do think it's ironic
2024, anything can happen.
that the Browns got to play the Texans in the playoffs, and that was Deshaun Watson's team.
Oh, bro, we don't have to start that. There was that. There's the Matthew Stafford Lions.
McCarthy playing the Packers.
McCarthy in the Pack. There's this game, Tyreek
Yeah.
Hill versus the Chiefs back in
They
Arrowhead.
set it up, man. They set it up.
Yeah, the script was scripted last week. Let me tell you.
Yeah, it was cooking. So, Ron,
How about Nico fucking Collins?
bro, I told Trey I should have.
He's nice. He's wide receiver too, though.
No fucking way.
On the team?
Yeah.
Yeah, because Tank Dell's hurt.
Thank you,
I think he
Thank
might
you.
be better than Tank Dell.
bro. He was getting back and forth inconsistent love.
Yeah, but I mean, he's getting all of love now.
This man Dylan all in the comments.
What is that?
He said Trey looked like he worked for the Gene team. Patrick looked like he got fired from Chick-fil-A last week. Ryan looked
Yeah,
like
they hit me with the
his
Chick-fil-A,
crackers hanging out the back.
He don't just look like it.
It's Officer Trey to you.
Next one we want to look at is the matchups here. Did you guys see all the comments? I know RG3 posted about them trying to postpone this game tonight. People were, since they postponed.
Yeah,
What's the
RG3
other
was
one?
really talking about it.
First off, that is a cold take for anybody that said that's a
What
hot
happened?
take. This is football. This is the mindset around football. They were trying to get enough people together to postpone this game.
Nah, dude. That's what I tell you, Timmy. Since when did we stop playing football because of the weather?
So for what? No, hold on. That game was not canceled because of that, or postponed
The
because
Bills
of that.
game?
Yeah.
What was it?
It was weather, but not in the sense you're thinking. It's not because
It's
of
because
the
they
cold.
physically can't play there.
Yeah, well, because the governor.
Well, first off, there's 7 pounds.
Yes,
of
the
snow.
governor postponed the game.
Yeah, I know, because
feet of
it's
foam.
literally unplayable. It's not because, it's cold.
No, it's because there's a safety hazard of getting to the stadium.
Oh.
How
about
that
getting
many
in the
people.
stadium?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, you understand what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah, okay.
it's not because of that. Because if that was the case, I mean, they wouldn't be. You know what I'm saying? They wouldn't be having this game. Oh, did you guys see that? Oh, is that a
A
Shaheed?
fumble?
No, that's Pachenko. Touchdown.
Oh, okay. I thought they
what?
were just debating
Pachenko.
the check.
Oh well,
There's no
Pachenko.
It's a Pachenko. I
I
never
don't,
heard
I don't
that.
think there's an N in that
Check, though.
motherfucker's name, is there?
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Chank.
but
Chank what?
the Dolphins are going home, boys. Unless
There's
they're
still some time.
That's crazy, bro. This is my Super Bowl team. But I knew this was happening. Once I seen they were matching up against the Chiefs in this weather, bro, the Dolphins don't play well in cold weather. You know what the Dolphins are in cold weather games, cold weather away games? I don't know what the
I know what they
timeline
are
is.
away games.
Tua is 1-4.
1-11 in cold weather games is the Dolphins. I don't know when that dates back to. I don't know if it's the past season. I don't know if it's since Tua. I don't know if it's since Mike McDaniels.
Well, I know it's not since Tua. He's 1-4.
Touchdown. So
Well, they are
1-11
1-11 in cold weather games.
And that one game was 1-2. So imagine how far back this.
They don't win in cold weather. I don't get how. I get it, bro.
I mean, Tua's only known warm weather. I mean, I don't know where he's from, but he played in Alabama. He played in Miami.
but at the same time, it's like, bro, he's also from Hawaii.
Yeah.
But it's like,
from Hawaii.
this is football, bro. I get you're cold. I get it hurts. I get, everything's harder, but it's football still.
Yeah.
You still throw a football. You still catch a football.
It's just
You
like
still-
it's
Bro,
cold, but
kicking
when
that
you're running,
motherfucker about breaks your foot.
when you're running and all
hard
that
as a
shit,
rock.
I mean, you heat up. And to be honest with you, I mean, like,
Yeah, bro,
we've all
they said-
played.
the Chiefs reached out to a Canadian football team, maybe the Dolphins. I don't remember what team they said, but they reached out to a Canadian football league team and was like,
It was
how do
probably
you
the
play-
Dolphins.
How do you play in the cold? And they said, you stay motivated to move to keep your core warm. And you use them heaters on the sidelines, not to stay warm, but to de-thaw. You use them on your hands, your fingers, your toes, your feet, but you keep your body warm by staying moving.
Yeah.
And it's like, you went
Scores
through all
26-7, Steve.
Yeah, it's over. Call the curtains.
I need them to run the ball somehow. So I'm not
So
calling it over yet.
I think that I want to talk about some matchups, some games here. I want to talk about tomorrow. You got the Rams versus the Detroit Lions, and I want to know what do you think is going to happen, and who's your pick to win, Trey?
The Lions are going to beat the fuck out the Rams. I don't know where the speculation is coming from. I seen the ESPN panel earlier, Football Today or whatever we were watching. There was everybody on the Rams. You got me fucked up, bro. The Rams have no pass defense. They don't really have a great defense in general. They are going to get shredded.
Okay. So, Big Timmy,
No, who do you want? I'll let you
no,
pick.
I wanted you to give your like information on the game. What do you think is going to happen? Then give me your pick. I mean, I'll give mine. I'm asking a question.
I was just curious if you were going to pick the Lions too. Well, I believe the Rams are going to win that one. Sean McVay is a better head coach. I think in that chess battle specifically.
I think we need to give
He's
Big
gonna
Timmy
win
some
that.
pre-workout here.
You don't even give me none. I
The
just want you to go
Rams,
first.
the only chance they have, in my opinion, versus the Lions
You're
is
crazy.
if
I don't know what you're about to say.
the only chance is if it's an offensive battle.
What do you think it's going to be?
Like I'm just saying the Lions have a better defense. They're better
That's
defensive
us.
front. I mean, you're gonna put.
They have a better defensive. Well, not even that because they have Aaron Donald. But
I think the Lions have more heart, so to speak.
yeah, I just
They're playing for more. Matthew Stafford's
it
already
is.
won his Super Bowl. He doesn't want to take another playoff win and get away
gonna
from the
be-
city of Detroit.
unless it's like a Peyton Manning Saints deal where he just gives them the game at the end. Throws a interception for a touchdown
Yeah.
miraculously.
And then next game I want to talk about, Trey, is yours truly, the Green Bay Packers
I hope we win.
versus the Dallas Cowboys.
They're probably gonna put 50 on us, but I hope we win.
I'm rooting for the Packers.
Me too.
Also, we'll get to that in a second, and the hot seats and all that fun stuff. I'm taking the Packers. I think Dak Prescott is going to choke. I don't think he's going to make it very far as his team winning the game. Dylan says, hope Philly loses by 70 so we can hire Vrabel.
Yeah, I tell you guys, if I don't know where the people were arguing with me, Zach, Ryan, and Patrick were, but if you think Mike McCarthy's gonna win a playoff game and get fired, but if Nick Sirianni goes from Super Bowl to first round playoff bounce, he's not getting fired. Fuck out of here.
But Mike McCarthy's not been to the Super Bowl with the Cowboys.
That's fine. You got to the Super Bowl and crumbled, and then you had a shit hangover with the same fucking team.
Yeah.
You got a better running back, and you lost one guy, C.J. Gardner-Johnson.
They lost both of your position coaches.
They did?
Yeah, they lost their defense
Oh,
coordinator.
yeah. I thought you said position.
I did.
Oh, okay. I was going to say, who the fuck they losing? Why does that matter?
Uh,
Coordinator's different, but
I meant to
same
say
time-
coordinator. Just
at the
came
same
out
time,
position
look at it. We fired our offensive defensive, or not fired, but they left, and we got new ones, and we did shit. So now what?
I didn't say that they just didn't pick good ones.
Right.
I mean, look, they have what's his face in the Patriots as their defense coordinator now. Like
Jared Mayo.
no,
Jared Mayo.
Not Jared, sorry.
Gerard.
it's Gerard for one, and for two, he's the head coach of the Patriots.
I know he's the head coach.
I ain't talking about that. I'm talking about somebody that used to be on.
Well, why Big Timmy's trying to figure that out.
I don't need to figure it out.
So who you got? You got the Packers, you got the Cowboys, Big Timmy.
Well, the Cowboys are probably gonna win it. I
Cowboys.
want the Packers to win, but
Oh, Tua throws up a lob to guess who?
what was that?
Is that Chosen Anderson?
Waddle? No, that's chosen.
Bro said, guess who? And then said the least relevant receiver on the team.
I thought it was Tyree. I seen the one. Oh, no, that's not Waddle. Waddle 17.
Or just said it was chosen. I think nope.
They just
Wilson.
pointed out Waddle, and then that's so weird. Then we have Philly versus Tampa. I want to talk about this. You
There is a
know
good
how
chance.
much shit I'm going to talk on here if Baker Mayfield, that everybody wrote off, beats the Philadelphia Eagles. Oh, I'm gonna love it. I am going to.
I don't know who you gonna talk shit to.
I mean, mainly, Dylan here. Now that he realized his team's shit. Sorry, buddy. Just wanted to throw that out there. Zach.
Takes a while sometimes. Takes a while.
I've been standing on this for the past couple weeks. His team is no better than mine. The Eagles are-
His team is the fucking 2020 Pittsburgh Steelers.
But it's just like their team,
That's so funny.
his roster, the Eagles roster is shitting on my roster. But when they play a game, his team is no better than mine.
It's like-
his quarterback is no better than Jordan Love. His receivers can't get the ball as much as they would like. So my receiving core probably had a better year. I'm willing to bet.
Well, I'm willing.
My defense is just as good as his. Trash.
I'm willing to say that it's almost like they literally play all together on game day. They don't practice together. They don't. It's what it looks like.
I mean, shit. You see AJ Brown? He ain't playing. He
Uh,
ain't
Where's
hurt.
AJ Brown
He
going?
ain't hurt.
Where's he going?
He ain't hurt. Hopefully to Tennessee, back where he came from.
We
No.
just talked
no.
about this. He said there's no way he's going to sit out of that game. He said nobody will ever hire him.
I said there's no reason he's going to sit out.
He was technically
right now.
hurt.
He's not.
Because he
sitting
deleted
out.
all of his stuff.
Yeah.
On social
Where's he
media.
going? Where's he going?
Not Tennessee.
Cowboys.
Kansas City.
Next year, Kansas City is a lock for the Super Bowl with Mike Evans and AJ Brown.
They're not both going.
Why wouldn't they?
Not,
Why
not,
Mike
wouldn't they?
Evans would take a vet.
not
minimum
a
for that.
fucking chance.
not?
That happens.
Why not?
But look,
not
They've
what,
got it.
what
They've got
better
it.
way-
Well, I'm not saying they
They've
don't.
got it. They pay 2 guys. They don't even pay anybody on fucking.
I'm almost willing to bet.
They pay Chris
Ooh.
Jones.
The way Mahomes' contract is,
I'm willing-
structured, they don't pay him very much.
Until
I'm willing
later.
to bet. No,
Why wouldn't you go to the Cowboys? Though?
you can call me, whatever you want to, bias,
Is
whatever.
he a free agent or no?
I'd willing to put some money. We get one of them.
I doubt it.
No,
No, I don't think so. Maybe if Odell does it. You guys had a good fucking receiving core this year. They played out of their ass.
Zay Flowers. I'm so excited, man. Odell's went above my expectations. I'm pretty sure for you guys as well. You guys gave him 3 games, if I remember correctly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Uh-oh. Oh, that was almost crazy.
But I'm willing to bet because they're talking about our biggest need this offseason is still wide receiver. And I could agree with that
You know
to an
who else
extent
might
because
go there?
Odell's on a basically rental contract. You know what I'm saying?
But if he resigns and he's doing what he does,
Bateman's
here,
gone.
You have 3 good receivers.
If Pittman doesn't resign with Indy, which everything,
I don't think we re-signed Bateman.
That's
Well,
fine.
well-
Nelson Aguilar played out of his mind. Isaiah likely stepped up.
He's not a
going,
receiver.
but he's going to catch. I hate when you do
Bro,
that.
I'm
that's just like
saying,
Mark
he's
Andrews,
not
bro.
like that's not his listed position. We use him for other things too. That's what I'm saying.
What
He's
the
not part
fuck?
of our wide receiver core.
Did anybody just see that?
Know what happened?
Let the replay show it. But yeah, no. If Michael Pittman does not resign with Colts, which everything points to he's gonna resign, we're gonna.
Oh yeah, I wouldn't
resign.
see why he wouldn't.
He
resign.
needs to leave.
Why.
I mean, I
Why would
get.
he need to leave? Our quarterback's gonna be back next year.
Yeah, I get it. That's
Still
the
hasn't
only
played full
reason to
season.
say. Yeah.
Well, y'all need to figure out what side of the fence you're on because you was just talking about how he's gonna be a really good quarterback.
He is,
Now
but
you're like,
Michael
"Oh."
Pittman, you got to look at it from his point of view. If that motherfucker gets hurt, I'm stuck. He's never played a full healthy season. I could go play for the Chiefs and be a
I
dog.
doubt he's gonna leave though.
He could go play the Chiefs. He could go play with the Ravens.
I think he would be a better
He-
fit for the Ravens.
he could go
than,
play for the Bills. Those are the 3 teams they're going to be looking for wide receivers.
hell Philly.
3 big.
What do you mean Philly's gonna be looking for some?
Yeah, but no one's going to want to go to Philly. Not until they turn their shit around. No offense, but Philly is no longer a popular destination right now. Not until they get their internals fixed.
All they need to do is hire a better offensive coordinator.
Are these guys?
Somebody play
hold on, I
defense.
guess we got a comment on another page. Hold on. Saying why Mahomes is such a soft crybaby. Maybe
He
Nick
is.
Cox has some insight. I mean, Mahomes
Oh,
does
that's what happened. He bounces the hell
whine
off.
so much, but I mean, I don't know. What do you mean? I mean, he's the modern day Tom Brady. I don't know
What-
what you want me to tell you.
Watch what he just did to his hand.
Oh, right off the helmet.
Think-
Oh, that hurt. You,
And
know,
then
you know that
negative
hurt.
to
You see that?
20-degree weather.
See that, Trey?
No, I
Uh-oh.
didn't. Hold on. What?
What we
I don't have my glasses on.
Sound like he was about to die.
He fucking threw a pass and
Karate
fucking
chopped the helmet.
smacked this helmet.
Oh, dude, that hurts.
Oh,
bro.
That hurts
weather.
in Miami.
Yeah.
That hurts in Miami.
Let alone in Kansas City. Can we just do like a halfback draw while everybody's way back and just get little 20, 30 yards here?
So even if they scored 2 touchdowns, they still got
Phoning for a friend here.
to go for 2 every time. Oh fuck! Even then, if they do that,
They're down a field goal. They need 2 touchdowns, 2 points, and a field goal to tie the game.
damn, it's looking like that Browns and fucking Texans.
It's over. It's been over.
Oh no, the Browns.
You can't come back unless Kansas City
Busted.
shows their ass and how bad they can
Oh,
sell.
We still got to talk about some other games too. Sorry about that.
You need a defensive touchdown to be
We
able
talked
to
about the
yeah.
Philly game. We talked about the Green Bay game.
or a quick turnover. Like
Uh,
if they score and then get a pick and get the ball right back,
the Buffalo game. We didn't talk about that game.
that game's a snoozer.
Pittsburgh.
What happens if that's a fucking game somehow?
Well,
It's
if
gonna be
oh my lord. Hey, I'll tell you what happens. If Pittsburgh beats Buffalo, you guys might have something to worry about. 'Cause
Yeah.
They got to go see you.
I am.
You know what that's going to be the
Don't
story
say you're
of?
not afraid.
I am A-okay to go see Pittsburgh.
Why? They beat you twice.
Correct. Yes.
They swept you the last 2 years.
Thank you for looking at the scoreboard. I
The
appreciate
last
that.
2 years they swept you.
Okay, that's fine. And they've played Lamar how many times? Once.
In 2 years?
Yes.
Yeah, he was hurt all last year.
Yeah.
Lamar was out. Zay Flowers was out. Odell was out. Marlon Humphrey was out.
When in the final or the last time?
Yeah.
Also,
Roquan Smith was
Lamar
out.
Jackson in his career against the Steelers is 2-4.
Okay, I understand that. Appreciate that. Thank you, sir.
Those are just some other numbers for you. Also, in the playoffs is 1-4.
Who's that? Jeff Wilson? Dude, they've been getting him run tonight for no reason.
Well, I mean, if he's the only person that wants to catch the ball, I'd give him a run too. Yeah, not to make you worried or anything.
Are they kicking the field goal? Or are they turning over on downs? So right now, as it stands, unless Pittsburgh wins, we play.
the Texans?
And then it's
That's
the
the only way you
fucking
don't.
rivalry of our generation if Pittsburgh loses. And fucking Mahomes and Allen
Yep.
back at it again.
And we play. Yeah,
That's gonna be lovely to see. I love
I think it's gonna
I
be.
love it.
I would like to say I think it's gonna be Buffalo and Baltimore in the final.
You think Josh Allen finally gets his
I do.
way?
I do. Only because
Is that Chris Jones? That's Chris Jones. Oh, they're done.
Is he hurt?
toast.
Look, that earlier I was gonna correct myself, but you kept talking. I said they can definitely get Mike Evans and AJ Brown because they don't pay nobody but the two guys. And I said they don't pay nobody on defense either. They're all young except Chris Jones.
Yeah, they do pay him.
So that's 3 contracts that you have invested big money into. You can invest 2 more.
Yeah, that's fine.
And Mike Evans
I'm
don't.
not
need
saying
a
you're not
big
going
deal.
to, but I just don't think they are going to. I just don't. I don't see it
Oh,
in the
it's
cards. I
also
think
weird.
they'll.
Wise.
I think they'll draft a wide receiver and maybe sign one. I don't see him signing one.
They got that same setup in Pittsburgh.
Why would they
huh?
not sign them both?
They do have the same.
Could
setup.
sign them both.
Where do you think D Hop goes?
That could be also another Kansas City problem.
Nah, I don't think so.
I hope Baltimore doesn't.
I
sign
think he's
D-Hop.
going to go be a wide receiver 2 or 3 vet somewhere.
Or, hear me out, a wide receiver coach.
He's not going to retire. There's a reason he went to play for Tennessee. It's not because he thought they were going to win a Super Bowl.
True.
Does he want to retire?
No, he wants money. That's what D Hop wants. Apparently, no offense. Apparently, D Hop's broke in a sense of he wanted more money in a contract.
You know who's going to be broke? Tyreek Hill. You see how many kids he's having right now?
No.
Oh my god, that's
got, like,
He in some baby mama trouble? Or
He's got
something?
like
he's
3
oh,
baby
bro.
mamas that are pregnant at the
Same time.
Sheesh.
Yeah,
Why do they still have Travis Kelce in the game?
great question.
Why wouldn't they?
I mean, they're
Oh,
up
that's
two
cool. This
touchdowns.
is so
Aren't they just
ugly.
going to run the ball?
45-14.
Dude, that's actually insane. The fact that Houston made the playoffs, the fact that Houston
This should be the
performed in the
Well, it's
playoffs.
won by 31 points.
Bro,
if
that's
Buffalo wins. I believe history's made for a while.
why.
There wasn't one upset in Wildcard Weekend. There's usually always one.
You
Well, not
still have
in
a whole
AFC,
NFC,
yeah.
brother.
But oh yeah,
And the
but
Rams are going to beat Detroit,
No,
so
no,
I'll be the bad guy.
Not happening.
The Rams are going to beat Detroit.
Crazy
oh,
talk.
we didn't get to talk about our head coach's stuff. Okay, let's go ahead and
I like what I heard about that game on the NFL panel. They said
Which game?
the Rams game.
Oh, yeah.
It's not going to be Goff versus Stafford. It's not going to be Goff versus his old coach McVay. It's going to be Dan Campbell versus Sean McVay. 2 of the most risky bastards. 2 of the most go
And
for
Sean
it.
McVay's going to win that battle.
I'll take Dan Campbell in 5.
I
Yeah.
don't know why,
Cause what are we doing? We're biting kneecaps.
I knew you were going to say
On the
that.
way up, yeah.
Yeah.
We're not going to turn this thing around in 1 year. They did damn good and well at doing it fast. So.
Yeah.
That Rams defense is better than y'all trying to give them credit for, though.
Who? Aaron Donald?
No, they just
Who? Aaron Donald?
they have a young,
wanna-
decent defense.
What do they do?
Who else do they got, Patrick?
You know who else has a
I
young
didn't
decent
say I knew who
defense?
they had. I just
Well,
know
you said
that
that's young and decent. I just want to know who do they have.
You know who else has a young
Especially
defense?
what?
McCullough Bears. Don't mean they're good. I mean,
You know who has a young defense?
there's young defenses out there.
I said a decent young defense.
The Baltimore Ravens.
They got better fucking defense than the Lions.
Who?
The Rams.
You think so?
Maybe
I
not.
don't
But
know about that.
they're playing like it as of late.
They're the 20th ranked.
Patrick
team.
Mahomes
That's a
launches
late
it.
version.
They're the 20th ranked team
Oh,
in passing. The Lions have the second best run defense in the league.
That's wild.
Yeah, they average 88 yards put on them a game.
That's wild. For
And they have an insane pass rush for some reason. Aiden Hutchinson's a dog for some reason. Like, I did not. There's always a defense. Is he hurt? Or is he just celebrating? No? Okay.
I think he's just celebrating. He
But,
threw a long pass.
Fucking.
Yeah, they're definitely mid of the.
Detroit's defense isn't much better, but the problem is that Detroit's offense is a problem, and the Rams is not. It's fucking.
You know what it's
dig
going to boil
route,
down
it's
to?
fucking slant route. They're going to be able to do that. They don't.
What
break
Jared
top of
Goff you get this
defenses.
tomorrow. That's what it's going to
That's
boil
the
down
other thing. Is hold on. It's gonna be the same old Lions.
No, you watched that dude.
No,
say
because
that.
Matthew Stafford isn't there. He's playing for the other team.
I watched.
He's
what
gonna
the
help
back-
him.
Someone said, maybe it was you. I just heard you say it. Matthew Stafford can't bring no more losses to that team.
Yeah.
He can't give them any more.
You think he's going to hurt that city?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
He's going to.
No, he's not going to. And then you got Aiden Hutchinson. My dad went to high school in Michigan, played college in Michigan.
So that gives him a dub.
Yes,
Because he went to
he's a
Michigan?
hometown kid.
Yeah,
Yes, I can
hometown
say
kid,
kid.
not a hometown hero. Yeah, you got
He's a hometown kid, and it's going to play a home game.
I'm just
Did he
saying-
win a championship in college?
Huh?
Did he win a championship in college? Did he
No.
win?
No,
He's not going to win one in the NFL either.
That might be fine, but he's going to beat the Rams in the wild card.
you can no longer say Michigan. You can't be talking all that shit about Michigan anymore.
Why can't
Because they won a title?
Yes, that's why. Yeah.
I can talk whatever I want.
How's it make you feel that you missed out on the best quarterback in the draft? I know they didn't get to hear that because we went off air.
That's not true.
We
yet.
don't even know.
It is true currently. It is true.
Bro, Anthony
currently.
Richardson was whooping his ass.
Yeah, on what? On the bench, the sideline.
No, when they
He,
played.
he had him beat 21-0 before he even went to before he even got hurt.
Yeah, before he got
And
hurt.
They didn't
All right, and I'm
score.
gonna ask you again.
Let me
why-
tell you this: they
why?
didn't score 21 points, so yeah, he beat him by himself.
No, you wanna know why he didn't? Because he didn't finish the fucking game. Same
I'm
way
gonna
he
tell
hasn't
you,
finished
like
the
I just
fucking
got in an
season.
argument with somebody the other day about Lonzo and LaMelo Ball. That people were, oh, Lonzo's not playing. Your injury doesn't have to do anything. It has to do with the game, but not your game.
Well, I mean, it has to an extent if he has never finished a fucking season.
That's fine. That doesn't mean he's not one of the best fucking quarterbacks in the rookie class. Just because
I didn't say he wasn't one of the best, but he's not the best.
I don't care if he comes
I
out.
can't believe you're arguing with me about an Ohio State quarterback.
If he walks in there, Anthony Richardson,
Uh-huh.
next season,
Yep,
and 12 games in
Uh-huh.
is an MVP favorite,
and gets
okay,
hurt.
and gets hurt again,
Uh-huh.
he's the best quarterback from that class. Just because he can't, that doesn't mean he's the best fit for a team. That does mean I'm the best skilled playing quarterback in this draft, and he looks like it. CJ Stroud is good. Anthony Richardson looked different.
I
He has a
understand, but you got to take at some point. You got to take that into consideration.
This is the first year though; you can't take that into consideration.
You got to take that.
It's
into
his first
consideration
year in the NFL. Yes.
when
hold
you
on,
talk
hold on.
about how good he's going to be for that team. As an individual, though, you look at when he's not injured, when he's on the field, what's he doing? Just like Lonzo.
Right, but how long?
He ain't played in years, but he's still
You
an
cannot.
elite player.
Okay, so with his first NFL season under his belt, whatever you consider that to be,
I feel like they should. I don't know. They should adopt the NBA's policy. What do you play? 3 games.
yeah, 3
He should-
games,
he should
and he
be-
was
he
hurt
should
in
have
2
a
of them.
chance to play.
He should be a rookie on. He should be eligible for offensive rookie of the year next year.
Maybe comeback player of the year.
But I'm saying the NBA, like Chet Holmgren.
No, I understand what you're saying.
I get Chet Holmgren didn't play a game,
Yeah.
but 3 games and 2
He
of
didn't
them
play a full game.
Yeah, he didn't play a single full game.
So-
that should be eligible for offensive rookie of the year next year.
I think
I-
that right now, as we speak,
Who was out here throwing rainbows, bro? Getting his receivers smashed.
here's we speak. CJ Stroud is the best
Jesus.
quarterback in that draft, as we speak, and it's an Ohio State quarterback that Big Timmy hates. Just want to throw that out there.
Well, duh. First off, he's from Ohio State. Secondly, he plays for the Texans. What did you think I was going to love the guy?
Well, I mean, before that, you didn't like the guy. I mean, hell, you could have Will Levis.
Ryan, I
think he's
didn't know
played
who he
more
was
games.
before he played for Ohio State. How am I going to dislike him before that?
I don't know. Let's hope he.
Dude, what is this play calling? It's 3rd and 10. He threw like
if you're gonna do that, you might as well
flat.
let my boy run the ball.
Bro, you just ran on flat. You just threw it to the flats.
He's just trying to throw it to the other team, man.
Did you know Mike McDaniels? What is Mike McDaniels?
Bro, we should not have this.
No, we're not having this. I know what he identifies as.
I didn't know he was mixed. Fuck identifying. He's got an African American father. Is that not crazy?
I just listened to that on shout out to Club Shay Shay and Nightcap. You know, I'm a
Bro, they
a
said something
subscriber.
about like African American coaches or something like that, wins or seasons or something like that. Bro, I told Timmy, I said, I think that's a meme because, you know.
No, that's not a meme.
No,
That's-
he's
that's
dead
legit.
ass.
Yeah.
So what you think CBS is trying to be funny?
Because that's what he told me that. I was like, bro, I think that's a troll because people.
When I first seen it, I thought I dead ass. I was like, oh,
'Cause he-
someone's being funny. Someone got fired.
I was like, all I could think about was like, you know how they say like, oh, seasoned.
Yeah.
You know, they be seasoned. I was like, well, you know, he's kind of seasoned. He's funny. You know, he's not stuck up white suit guy. You know, like fucking businessman shit. So I was like, oh, it's a joke. But no, he's mixed. That's crazy.
Yeah.
Bro,
Let's talk about these head coaches since we're on here. First off,
Belichick to the Falcons.
yeah.
Pete Carroll as a coordinator to the Philadelphia Eagles.
He's already taken the office job, did he not?
No,
No.
he said he's taking the job, but he is free to actually go
Explore.
coach.
If he
If
gets a
he's
better
given an
offer. Okay. So if nothing happens, he's taking that. But if something happens, he's okay to leave, and they're okay.
If I'm Philly, I'm bringing out the Brinks truck for him.
Mhm.
The defensive coordinator.
Uh,
What do you mean?
for him to be a defensive coordinator,
Didn't the Legion of Boom?
that wasn't him.
I was about to say that is fucking one thing I will say that was talent.
That was and also Dan Quinn was their coordinator.
Even then, bro, that was talent.
I'm saying, but defensive coordinator, he was the one doing it,
So he doesn't get any credit for that.
not for the defense.
Oh my
Seattle
god!
doesn't
I'll
have
tell,
it.
you, I'll tell you what he gets credit
What do you want
Hold
him for?
on,
The
hold on.
offense?
I'll give him some credit. Okay, give me a second.
Okay.
I'll give him credit for throwing the ball at the 1 yard line when he should have fucking ran it.
No, I still
Defensive coordinator. Send him to the Philadelphia Eagles. What they need somebody right now.
If you're gonna do that, you might as well hire Vrabel.
Vrabel's not going to take a coordinator job. You think he deserves a coordinator job? Trey, do you think?
What was the record this year?
Vrabel
Yeah, he had a winning record.
this
For-
season.
no, I'm saying he
No,
had a
the hell
winning
he
record
didn't.
the whole time.
It was close though.
He was with him for 6 years. He had a
Were they?
winning record.
What were they like 6 and something? They had 6 wins.
Yeah, I'm just saying. Normally, when a head coach does bad, normally
He-
If they would
what
have
I'm
won
saying-
3 more games, they would have. Is that a pick? Oh my, bro, Tua is selling right now. Bad. That's back to back. Should have been picks. He just threw it like a yard
what are you
behind.
looking at, boy?
I'm looking up Mike Vrabel's.
Overall coaching record.
Wasn't
Well,
worried about that. Didn't ask that question.
I'm saying though, I don't understand
gonna
why
go
the Titans
coach?
fired him. You know why the Titans fired him? By the way, you guys know?
Scapegoat.
No. Do you know why?
Why for talking to bro and the fucking
The GM that they hired this year wouldn't let him have any control
Oh,
of the
yeah.
players he picked, so
Yeah.
they fired him.
I did hear that.
He didn't
They're
get
they're
anything with
bumping
the
heads.
drafts,
Who,
and
Vrabel didn't?
Yeah, he doesn't get any. Like he doesn't get a say on the free
Could
agent.
you imagine if he went to Chicago to be the defensive coordinator?
Oh, wait, no, why are we getting coordinator? He's not
Because
going.
they
as a
already said
coordinator.
Eberflus is
Yeah,
not going
Eberflus
anywhere.
isn't bad,
which
I
is-
don't think.
Vrabel is not going to take a coordinator job.
Okay, but the reason I say he
Who's he
might
gonna
is because
coach?
look at the coaches that are available right
Is he
now.
going
That's
to
the
coach? I can
problem is
think
the
of a
coaches
couple
are
different
available.
options.
I mean, Pete Carroll.
We want to talk about the openings. We got Seattle.
Unfortunately, he's gonna get picked before him.
You got technically they're
Belichick's going somewhere.
Think
Las
about
Vegas is out of the table.
Hear
Just
me
how many
out. Hear
people
me
are
out on
going to
this one,
leave.
Ryan.
Yep.
The people who have coaching vacancies just let go of someone better. The Seahawks are not going to go from Pete Carroll to fucking Mike Vrabel. You know what I think they
Why
would
not?
rather do?
Who would they rather have?
A fucking coordinator that's been showing his ass. And be like, okay, well, I would rather give this guy a
Lions
shot.
offensive coordinator. They rather have him. I don't know what his name is off the top of my head. but
Oh,
they rather
you're
have him.
talking about
Someone like Bieniemy. Like, I'm not saying exactly him.
I don't-
but
I
someone
don't
like
think
that.
He should just take the head coach spot and.
Washington.
they're cleaning house.
Ron Rivera is fired.
He might be the
right?
only one that stays. Yes.
Yeah, he
fired,
should
right?
be. He should be the only one. to say the offense looked nice.
Bro, Sam Howell was leading the league in passing yards halfway through the season.
Per-
3/4 of the way.
Per nightcap, Shannon Sharp says he has an insider that says they are cleaning house 100%, but he doesn't know if that means me and me staying, but 100% cleaning house.
Bieniemy does not deserve to get fired, and he won't. He's been there 1 year. He showed his ass, and then he went and showed his ass again.
Correct me if I'm wrong. Sam Howell was leading in passing yards for a while,
I
wasn't
just said
And
half the season.
if he gets fired, he goes back to Kansas
And
City
you want to know
win
who?
a Super Bowl.
If I'm not mistaken, you know who took it from him? See,
Uh,
bro, you guys aren't even watching. Tua is out here.
I am,
selling.
bro. I've been watching it.
But
He's throwing ducks.
you know who I think took? I almost said Mac Jones.
Yeah, no one's hiring him.
You know who took? I got the hiccups like a motherfucker. You know who took the passing leader? I'm pretty sure from Sam Howell.
Who?
Fucking Dak Prescott when he went on that streak of playing shit teams like he does every year.
Where do you think?
And had 450 fucking yards a game.
Hold on. So Seattle has an opening. Atlanta has an opening. I know you said Bill Belichick.
Bill Belichick should go to Atlanta. That's the best.
Washington Commanders. I don't really think we should consider Vegas.
I think there's
opening
6 teams
No, they
coaching vacancies.
They would be dumb to fire
because
that guy.
they said there's 3 or 4 people on the trade block.
Jacobs and Adams said they're out of there.
Well,
I'm telling you,
Adam
Jimmy, check
said-
your phone today. Max Crosby said, and I quote, I got the tweet this morning, if Adam Pierce is not the head coach, put me on the trade block.
okay, I knew he was there too. You wouldn't give me 2 seconds to
But
finish or something.
I think Devontae Adams is going anyway.
Yeah, but
I think he's going anyway.
I think he's going to the Jets.
I'm
What's his face just changed his number 17.
Garrett Wilson.
yeah.
Mm,
That's got to be a pretty big.
mm.
they said that color green doesn't look bad on me either.
Los Angeles Chargers, that'd be a good place for Vrabel to go.
Yeah. Yeah. That is,
Oh, hold on. We also
You
forgot
can't-
Jim Harbaugh is also in this mix. That's what.
that's one of those things. I get that one. They're not going to downgrade.
If Jim Harbaugh goes to the fucking Carolina Panthers, I'm going to shit a brick. I'm going to be pissed.
No one
Oh,
wants
no.
to coach them.
No, Vrabel
No one-
can go there
No one wants to coach that team.
because of the owner.
No, because you dumped your future into Bryce Young. I don't want to go coach Bryce
Bro,
Young.
did you not see the owner throw his drink at someone?
Really?
It's on the fans, yeah.
I just look at it like is that a catch? No.
I'm
They
saying their
dumped
whole
their
organization
future.
shit.
They were like, this is our future, Bryce Young. They gave up picks. They gave up talent. They gave up DJ Moore and picks. They gave up this coming year's pick. So if you take over that coaching job, not only do you have to have Bryce Young, you have to deal with him and hope he does well. You don't have a coach this year, or you don't have a pick this year. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah. And you already did shit this year.
yeah, and who wants to coach that team? I would not be surprised if they just have to fucking hire Joe Schmo.
Hold on. I'm going to name
Better
your
than Frank
teams,
Reich.
and you give me
Ron
your
Rivera.
top candidate for each place, okay? We'll start at the top here. I'm pretty sure I already know the answer to this one, but Trey,
Falcons.
Atlanta Falcons, who'd you pick?
We're on the
Hold
Belichick train on Buffalo, so I was going to tell you that.
They've got
Belichick.
they've got the youngest offense in the league that has stars.
Mhm.
They have 2 young quarterbacks. I don't know how old Taylor Heineke is.
He's getting up there.
Okay,
He's got to be. At least
He's
he was.
probably middle-aged for a
He
quarterback.
might be starting his second contract.
If he's 30 on the dot, he's still middle-aged because quarterbacks play another 5
I don't think
years.
he's 30.
Quarterbacks be playing.
I
till
want to say his
35,
rookie
so.
year might have been when he beat the Steelers in the playoffs, or not Steelers in the playoffs. Sorry, when they beat the when he was on the Commanders and he beat the Steelers in the 11-0 team. Remember that?
I just know that Taylor Heineke is decently not old. Desmond Ridder is young as fuck. Kyle Pitts is young as fuck. Bijan's a sophomore next year. Drake London's third-year player, I believe. Third-year player. They're going to have a draft pick this year. Their defense isn't loaded, but it's not bad at all. They played well this year. It was their first year together, and they don't have huge names. So, I mean, what happens next year when these good, decent players get chemistry? They could have something crazy.
There's also no one old enough to question anything Bill Belichick
Yes,
says
exactly.
about
All
it.
these people will be sponges of knowledge to this new Hall of Fame coach. It would be a perfect fit. The team would want to play for him. He would want to coach that team. There's not a better fit anywhere in the NFL.
Okay. Next team, Seattle Seahawks.
They're hiring Dan Quinn.
I think they need an offensive-minded coach. What if they hire Brandon Staley?
That wouldn't be a bad one, but I think actually
that offense needed something this year, bro.
But
They have too much
Hold
talent.
on, can I just ask you this question?
Throw the fucking football deep.
If we can't get it done with Justin Herbert, the new rookie wide receiver,
The new rookie wide receiver was Buns. Justin Herbert got hurt.
said
Keenan
Buns.
Allen's hurt every year. Brandon Staley made one mistake as a head coach, and that's not running the goddamn football against the Jags.
yeah, I swear.
okay,
I don't
shouldn't
think he's
even
a
been
bad
allowed on the
coach.
plane,
I don't
but
think
no.
he's
but
a
you-
bad
but
coach.
you think
other than that.
Okay, so there's a few coaches that get a pass from getting fired and then getting placed right back in the head coach spot. Does he get one of those passes?
Yeah.
Maybe. I always say
Look
Dan
at
Quinn
what
is
they
they're
did
talking
with
about.
what they had every year.
I understand that, but
in the
aren't
worst
correct me
division
if I'm
of
wrong,
football to
Trey,
be in,
aren't you-
Patrick Mahomes.
aren't you the
Look.
one that told me that the Chargers have a good wide receiving core?
No.
I don't think so.
I mean, yeah, you did.
Austin Eckler is a great
Well,
running back.
Yeah.
He is
I
good.
mean, fuck,
When
yeah, not
healthy.
after this year. He's mid.
right?
He's got to prove it again next year. I know that sounds crazy, but
Also,
maybe it was motivation. But you re-signed and you kept all these, you got all these incentives, and then you went out there and fucking shit a brick.
Like what were you saying, Big Timmy?
The reason I think it's gonna be Dan Quinn is because last year he wouldn't take a head coaching interview at all. He wanted to stay with the Cowboys, and as soon as that coaching spot opened up, he's willing to take an interview for it. So I think there's a good chance that that's just a match made.
I just like their receiving core is always hurt. Mike Williams, Keenan Allen every year. Mike Williams tore his Achilles this year. Jalen Guyton was hurt last year. Their rookie fucking blew. I'm not saying he's bad, but he did blow this year, sadly. I liked all the rookie receivers this year, and I'm upset that 2 of them did absolutely horrible.
Who was the second one?
They went in a row. Who was it? No.
What about Jackson?
JJS Jackson or
JSN
yeah.
and
Chargers.
someone else did good. Seahawks.
Yeah, Jason's.
Yeah, he
on
he
Seahawks.
started doing good at the end of the year.
And then the Charger Quentin. Yeah, those 2. Sorry, yeah, you're right. I was thinking they were the same person.
Because the
They
people
both
who went
shit
back
the
to
bed.
back to this have been doing good. I mean, besides Puka. Puka's a rookie too, but nobody.
Yeah,
expected
mine's
that.
doing decent.
Puka is good, but Puka's not elite. Puka's not the best rookie wide receiver. we've
I
ever
can't
seen.
take Puka seriously until he's not on the Rams.
Or until he doesn't have Matthew Stafford.
That's what I mean.
I need to see a real system, a real football game played, not
Because we've
slant,
seen what
slant,
Cooper
slant,
Cup,
slant,
you know what I'm
slant,
saying?
Post,
Like,
post.
Cooper Cup hasn't been
Hey,
the same.
Josh
either.
Downs looked pretty good this year.
Not on their level though. He looked good, but not on that
But
level.
the best 2 rookie wide receivers out of the class so far,
He's the best on third down. That's what matters.
Jordan Addison and Zay Flowers.
And then there's a giant gap, and then there's the Josh Downs, the Puka, and then there's the large gap between the shitters like JSN and Quentin Johnston. Quentin
Next,
Johnston was extraordinarily bad.
I also think he'd do better with Anthony Richardson because he'll actually
Downs?
because he'll throw that ball down the
Yeah,
field.
and he'll be able to run for it.
Yeah.
Washington Commanders.
I think Eric the enemy should be. Yeah, that's
What did you say about?
They just fumbled the ball. It's off the ball.
Yeah, I mean that's cool. I mean,
Yeah, I didn't see the time. That's why,
I mean,
that's why I write it up quick. But
if it's not Eric, who is it? Trey.
it's Eric.
I'm saying if it's not for some
Yeah,
reason,
it's Eric.
It's got to be.
there's a lot of coordinators getting interviews too. I mean,
Uh,
my team itself.
Detroit's
has-
offensive coordinator.
Sorry.
What is his name?
3 coordinators. What's the third one?
First one's
Yeah, don't say the obvious. What's the third one?
third one is our.
You got a fucking special teams coordinator getting interviewed for a head coaching job.
No, he's actually a position coach, a skilled position coach.
I was about to say that's a little. That's why they don't run Clyde Edwards, Patrick.
Oh,
That dude fumbled the fucking ball.
that's all right.
You know who I hope doesn't touch the ball in the playoff game?
Bateman.
No, Melvin Gordon.
Yeah, you're probably right.
But no, Bateman. If you see, he's had one of the most separation between wide receiver and cornerbacks this year, but can't fucking catch the ball.
Ben Johnson. That's his name.
Yeah,
He's gonna get a head coaching job somewhere unless he stays with Detroit.
and then Tennessee Titans. Who do you think goes there?
I think Tennessee Titans. I'm thinking that might be where Ben Johnson goes because I think Jeremy.
I literally
Ben
just
Johnson?
asked you.
What team's Ben Johnson?
Washington. I told you he was gonna keep Eric.
Okay.
What team's Ben Johnson?
Titans. He's the offensive coordinator for the Lions.
Oh yeah, okay.
And then Los Angeles Chargers.
He's so bad, dude. He just had that wide open flat route through like 5 feet too high.
Chargers. Jim Harbaugh.
And when did you have Vrabel going? Did you guys give Vrabel a job yet? No.
Nope.
Okay. Las
Coordinator.
Vegas Raiders.
Who do you got for the Chargers? Sure. Who you got for the Chargers?
That could be a Pete Carroll team.
Could be. That was actually going to be my second one.
You know, he knows how to coach a quarterback to good stats.
That's
good
why I picked
success.
Jim, though, because Jim's been really good at that if he comes to the NFL. But
Las Vegas Raiders.
I don't think-
Antonio Pierce.
I don't think they're his style.
I
don't think they're Harbaugh's style.
Really?
No, look at the teams he coached in the NFL. Colin
He only coached
Kaepernick,
one.
good defense. The team, so
Okay.
from year to year. I know it's one team, but like the
I mean, Alex Smith and Colin Kaepernick, I feel like your hybrid right there is Justin Herbert. He can run the ball and he can throw the ball.
I mean, but that man gets hurt if you fucking the wind blows too.
Who, Herbert?
Yeah.
But he plays through
He's
injury
only
all
missed-
the time. Yeah, a couple
only
games.
missed one like chunk, and that was this year. Dude, they are still here playing. There's 8 seconds left, bro. Give it up. Go home.
Who was the next team you're talking about?
Carolina Panthers.
Wait. The one before that was the Titans. Did you ever say it?
No, I said the Chargers.
I think it's scary now.
Chargers. Okay.
I think it's time the Chiefs have woken up.
You said Raiders after that?
Yeah, the Raiders.
I think everybody thinks AP is getting the Raiders.
No, and then I said the Panthers. After that,
Okay.
that's what we were on.
I don't even know. Is there somebody that's terrible who can take that them? I don't know who would even. Trey, you got an idea for the Panthers?
No one wants to.
Can they draft a head coach?
I'll go be the head coach if they want me to. But I don't think anybody that can actually coach a football team wants
The GM's gonna have to do both.
I don't think anybody wants to coach that team, but if you pay someone enough money, they will.
They can bring back the guy they're already paying. Frank
Yeah.
Reich. I mean, what's worse happens? You get another first round pick.
Hopefully, you don't trade it away.
Yeah.
Because correct me if I'm wrong, they originally were sold on Stroud, right? Do you guys remember that? Hearing like
Yeah, I bet I know who talked him into the other.
Frank,
I
right?
don't remember them being so long.
Frank
Yes,
Reich.
I do because Frank Reich told him he was like talking about playing basketball with him or something.
Yeah.
And he was like, "We'll just wait till you get here in Carolina."
Yeah.
He said something about playing basketball with Frank Reich and what's his name? Space and CJ Stroud. And CJ Stroud mentioned it. He was like, "We can go play right now." He said, "Why don't we just wait till you're in Carolina to play?"
Yeah.
And then they just didn't pick him. That's crazy. Bryce Young, I had faith because Drew Brees, but I'd said from the jump his IQ is going to have to be off the charts, and it wasn't.
Oh, it was off the charts. It's not the right direction. Is that the last team vacancy?
Yeah, the last team in the vacancy, and then
I guess Vrabel can go there if he wants, but he'd be better if he went to Seattle as a defensive coordinator.
we didn't really talk.
Or the
I guess we did
Eagles.
talk about that. What do you guys want to talk about the AJ Brown thing?
We kind of did.
I mean, we didn't really get to touch too much on it. What's the situation, Trey, with the Eagles?
AJ Brown's not playing, and that's fucking crazy.
Do you
It's
think
honestly
legitimately-
hilarious.
Okay, I'm gonna ask this because people are gonna. I'm gonna revert back to the Lamar situation here because it's kind of similar to an extent, from some people's views. Do you think he's playing because he's actually hurt, or do you think he's playing because he's not gonna play because
He's not hurt.
Yeah,
I mean, technically he's not.
I heard
Bro
nothing
is
on the
not
play.
hurt.
it's crazy how yesterday he took everything off of his social media, and now today all of a sudden he ain't heard nothing all week, Drew.
You think
Yeah, he
all of a
Howie's
sudden-
got to be trading him, right?
The day
You're sitting
before
out
the
playoff
game,
he's got to be gone, right? You're sitting out the playoff
they better
game.
trade him for a good pick to get a new quarterback. Oh, too soon?
I don't know.
Their defense carried him last year
They could trade him to Chicago and get Caleb Williams.
because you know who's he doesn't want to go to. That's a whole nother fucking can of worms. I don't even want to open right now. First off, I just want to go out on record and say this: Caleb Williams is a disgrace to football. I'm going to put that out there right now.
He's gonna.
He is
get us
ungrateful, most selfish person I've ever known.
Because he bailed on his team in the bowl game.
No, not even because he bailed on his team. First off, there are so many people making millions of dollars to play a game. First off, I just want to go on record and say, and you are going to be so selfish enough to say you will not go play for a team. Physically saying, if they don't trade the pick, this isn't like the Eli situation you're talking about. Eli did get drafted and then said he didn't want to play. That's a whole different story. You should be grateful that they're even thinking about drafting you, and you're going to go on social media and basically have your agent say, or whoever say, or tell the reporter, if the Chicago Bears don't trade their pick, you're not entering the draft.
It's just crazy to me that I don't think Caleb Williams is that good, and I don't know where it's coming from. I've said it all year long, even when he was snapping, even when he beat Colorado, even when everything happened. He plays a video game style offense.
Also,
I said the same
Colorado
shit
almost
about-
came back.
I said the same shit about Michael Penix, but he did prove me wrong. But it still shows like
I don't like
You
this round
see-
of quarterbacks coming
you
up.
see what happened to Michael Penix when he played an elite defense. I'm not saying he didn't play one all year, but the best defense damn near in the country that you can play in a power school, like a big name. You know, there's probably number one defense is probably a D2 school. You know what I'm saying? Like a no-name school. But he just throws that bitch out there.
Yeah.
Like, bro, you got 4 touchdowns on 12 passes. That doesn't happen much in the NFL. CJ Stroud did it today. But what did the Browns look like on defense? A fucking college team out there. Didn't it? What'd you say? He just has 5 steps every fucking time I look up. Every time I look up,
Yeah.
I can't think of it. Nico Collins has 5 steps on his guy. Like,
That one that
we
was
did not think it was going
fucking-
to play out though.
if he didn't hesitate just for a second when he looked up for the ball, that would have been a fucking crazy
you
touchdown.
talking about that
That bomb that he
When
threw.
I looked at you, I said, "Bro, that's the one I said."
yeah,
he
he
had
said
7
he's 5
steps
steps.
on.
Because I think it was a collapsed coverage. I think they were running zone and the
He
safety.
didn't run a trick route. He literally just ran straight.
But
He
I
said,
think
what's the play, coach?
I think the safety thought that they were in
Wonderful.
man or something because the cornerback played the flat.
Yeah.
He did not follow him at all.
That's what I'm
And
saying.
then the
It's like-
safety like played the
Yeah.
corner route, but he just ran right past him, and Buddy was like, "Oh shit,
I just want to say the quarterbacks like J.J. McCarthy,
not good."
Bo Nix,
he might be.
Yeah.
Penix.
I don't
Okay.
like him.
No, you're not understanding what I'm
He
going
could
here.
be good or
I'm
bad.
saying these quarterbacks, in my opinion, I wouldn't draft any of them.
Oh no, I'd drop
Not
The
him.
only way I'm drafting him
Oh,
Pick.
is if I'm a team, a quarterback away from winning something. The reason I said that, look how far older they are into their fucking
I'm
career.
not worried about that.
I mean, Bo Nix was still in college when fucking Deshaun Watson was in there.
I'm not worried about that.
I mean, you should to an extent.
It's not like
mean,
he's fucking 30.
No, but
25.
like you're running into
25,
the same
about to turn
issues
26.
here. I mean, what Hendon Hooker? I mean, for the
First off, if
Lions?
they ever let that man out the gate, he's gonna be a
Nah,
I mean,
you don't
he's
know.
he's
You gotta-
26,
I need
right?
To see it.
He's
He tore
26.
He tore his ACL.
He's the same age as Lamar. Like, I
I'm
mean,
saying let Jared
But then
Goff
look,
go. Let
then
Jared
look.
go. Forget hurt.
What Lamar do in them years? He won 1 MVP and lost hella playoff games and won
yes,
one.
but his regular okay
But his regular season,
yes, but what I'm saying
that matters now.
But obviously, I mean, to an extent, it does.
He said, "Wait, what'd you say?"
Okay, division titles matter.
Yeah, because you made the playoffs.
Lamar's not made the playoffs. Oh wait, there hasn't been here. Lamar hasn't made the playoffs,
And you won the division every time, right?
No, not every time.
Okay, that's what I'm saying. How many times have you won the division in a competitive division? This year does not count. The Browns were not.
This is
I've been telling Timmy this all fucking day. The Browns suck. You fucking saw it.
Bro, they just got fucking.
You fucking saw
I
it.
know they got
Your
mobbed. Hear me
division
out. Hear me
sucked.
out. No,
the
they did
AFC
not.
was bad.
We've had the best division this year.
No, you haven't.
How are you going to figure? Name me the
Jets.
last.
The
Name
Jets
me the
division.
last division that all finished with an above 500 record.
I'm not worried about that, Ryan. The AFC was shit this year.
I don't know
AFC
how the Bengals.
All
got
the
out
good
above 500.
fucking teams that were supposed to be powerhouses failed. The Broncos failed. The
Not
Jets
supposed to be a powerhouse.
failed. Yeah, they were.
Jets, yes. Broncos, no.
yes.
The Bills
Because of Sean Payton and Russell
And
Wilson
Russell
that we already
Wilson,
said was trash.
And if the
I
defense,
mean, you didn't write him off. I did.
I didn't write him off, and then Russell Wilson came and played his fucking ass off. And if that defense would have played like it did last year, they'd be the top 3 team in the NFL.
If they wouldn't have benched him, they would have made the playoffs.
They'd be a top 3
Okay,
team
Jets.
in the NFL.
Okay, I understand. I'm not counting the Broncos, but go ahead.
The Bengals,
Okay, yes,
Bills.
they fell.
the Dolphins.
I mean, the Bills. Did they not win their division?
I don't give a fuck. The AFC was shit. The AFC was not good.
That's
this
why
year.
everybody's
So,
saying
the
that
Browns-
it's Lamar's year to win the Super Bowl.
Okay.
Ryan, if the Bengals don't do what they did this year, the Browns are a fucking 4-12 team.
Okay, the
4-13
NFC
team.
NFC had some good records. I'll give it to you there.
The NFC has more. Look at those teams.
Okay, Rams beat, Lions beat, 49ers beat.
We're
not talking about you.
Yes, us.
The Rams beat the fuck out of the Browns. Beat the
I'm
dog
saying
shit
we
out of
beat
them.
them.
That
We're
don't
not
matter. You're the
talking-
best
no,
team
but
in
we're-
the league
we're
right now.
talking
Bro,
about
nobody said it,
competition.
but nobody said a damn thing about the Ravens.
Yeah,
You're
Ryan,
talking about
Ryan,
competition.
There's more than one team in the playoffs and the AFC. The AFC has got
Okay,
2-3 good top heavy teams.
The AFC should be the better conference, but this year they're not.
Let's go
Me
back.
and-
No,
me
no,
and
let's
Trey
go back.
literally
We
just
didn't
argued
finish.
about this.
We didn't finish. Dolphins played like shit. They played a good first half and then showed we aren't that good.
I mean,
We aren't that
they
good.
beat one above 500 team.
Exactly. They're not good.
I understand. that.
Okay. The Jets.
never said
the
they were
Jets
gonna be
were
good.
supposed to be good. They're not.
Yes, Jets,
The
correct.
Bengals supposed to be good. They're not.
Yes.
The Jags.
The Chiefs, the Jags, the Bills. The AFC was shit, Ryan.
I mean,
The good teams in the AFC this year, the good teams are shit teams. The Texans are not a great team. The Texans are.
so
If you put the
Question.
Texans against
Okay.
the Packers right
I hear
now,
what you're saying.
the worst team in the
NFC
NFC,
teams.
it's
Give
going
me
to be a good ass
The
game.
top 3 NFC teams are
Elite.
no.
I don't know.
Cowboys are not elite.
Yes, they are.
No, they're not.
How aren't they?
This is a good question.
Okay.
How aren't
Kansas
they?
Kansas City just beat the Dolphins, correct?
Yeah.
Okay.
And they played a mediocre game.
Okay.
They look good, better than they have all season.
Uh-huh.
Time to get a little bit worried because Mahomes is making it happen again.
How about the Dolphins and the Cowboys?
Did the Dolphins lose to the Cowboys?
No, Dolphins beat the Cowboys.
Okay, good. Happens. You're not going to win every game.
Okay, but
Look at what they
Cowboys
did all
also
season.
just beat.
Okay, you want to play that game? Look at the teams you lost to this year.
Me?
Yeah.
Yeah, the Colts, the Browns.
Oh my God,
Steelers.
shit teams, Ryan. Shit teams. At least the Dolphins are respectable.
Okay,
The
Browns
Colts
and
are not.
Dolphins are both division games.
The
Is
Browns
that
and
not going to
Dolphins.
matter? No, I meant the Browns and the Steelers.
I mean, you should. Mahomes, you always say that. Division
But,
game.
I mean, they are. Division games are closer. Am
Yeah,
I not wrong?
but
Do you
elite
not play?
teams, what does elite teams do? Mahomes lost his first division game this year. Why? Because he's fucking elite. Because he's elite.
And his division's trash.
No.
Yes. Are we going to argue that their division is not trash? Are we really going to sit here and argue?
The Raiders were not trash this whole time he's been in his career. The Chargers were not trash the whole time.
The Chargers have not been relevant.
They're good. Did you
how
not
many
lose
times
to them last year?
in the Chargers?
Yeah.
In the playoffs?
No.
No, we didn't play them.
I know the Chargers have played you, and they played a good game.
Okay,
recently.
we've played the Chargers. How many times have they made the playoffs?
They just
In
made
the last-
they just made it last year.
Yeah, last year.
Okay, and they lost to the Jaguars.
Yeah, they also have the fucking greatest football player to ever step on turf in their division.
Okay, so that makes the whole.
You guys
division
lost to
great.
the Bengals, who couldn't block for their quarterback.
Oh, and still made it to the Super Bowl. So everybody else is trash.
No, they just kept getting there. They kept beating these teams, but that doesn't
Well,
mean.
hold on,
that
I
they're
want to
elite.
point out something. You can't use a different excuse for a different team, and then we bring the same excuse up.
What's the excuse?
What I'm saying is,
The Bengals made the Super Bowl.
so
on a fucking wisp
so the Bills aren't good.
Huh?
The Bills aren't good. The Chiefs aren't good.
this year.
Last year.
They're average. Well,
The Bills were good last year.
Okay.
And the Chiefs were elite last year,
Okay.
like they usually
Um,
are. Their defense finally
And
played.
the year before that, when the Bengals made it to the Super Bowl.
The Bengals are good. They just don't have an offensive line.
The Bengals were
Okay,
good.
but when you said they just
But-
kept winning. Okay, but at what point in time is it because they're a better football team?
I don't think they were a better football team than the Bills. I think Josh Allen, you either get a goat or you get a fucking fluke, and they beat the Chiefs by the wisp of their nutsacks.
I just need the same energy on the same teams.
I'm just
The
saying.
Raiders,
That's a decent team to have in your division. A lot better than the fucking Browns.
No.
A lot better.
no,
Yes.
no. Their defense is better than the Browns.
The Browns defense was number 1 in the league. You want to know why?
Why?
Because they play elite at home, and then they play like college kids on away games. That's not a good fucking team,
Pittsburgh's
Ryan.
defense.
Good. Yeah,
Pittsburgh's defense.
Pittsburgh's defense
It's top
does what?
5.
Huh?
Top 5.
Yeah, let's look at it.
Okay, look it
Okay,
up.
hold on 1 second.
It's not better than their defense.
Hey, I'd just like to point out that Cleveland didn't have very good defense today.
It's because they're away, because they're not a fucking elite football team. They're trash.
I never said they were elite. I said they were better.
Then
There's
who-
only one elite team in that division, and it's the fucking Chiefs.
and
It's
there's
not the
only one
Raiders.
elite team
It's
in
not
your
the
division.
Broncos. It's not the
And
Chargers.
there's only one elite team in your division.
And
The only
who?
difference is the other 3 teams in your division this year fucking suck.
So, question. So, when we
I think the
rewind the
Bengals
tape
will.
here, you're going to tell me that Joe Burrow and their offense isn't elite?
This year? No.
Oh, obviously not this fucking year. The Raiders aren't elite this year. The Chargers aren't elite this year.
Yeah, no, but they're good.
So that's not a good division. Oh, fuck no. No.
The
If we're
Bengals-
bringing that up, the Bengals are elite.
The Bengals were not good this year.
Yeah.
You know who was better than the Bengals? You know who I would
Did
rather
the Raiders
see?
have a positive
They
record
had
this
a
year?
500.
Because the AFC fucking sucks.
And you can't
Ryan.
use
They're in
this
the
year.
AFC
You can't use
too.
this year.
Why can't I?
You can't.
Okay, so last year,
Okay.
yeah, Chargers were good.
So were the Bengals.
Yeah,
What do
they
you
were
wanna say?
healthy. The Bengals are an elite team. When
Question:
healthy.
Did Pittsburgh make the playoffs last year?
Yeah, they got their ass
Yeah,
beat, didn't
Did
they?
the Ravens make the playoffs last year?
Yeah.
Did the Bengals make the playoffs last year?
Yeah.
All right.
I don't get where you're coming from. The AFC has been trash,
Hey,
right?
Timmy, I'm gonna ask you your
The
third part
AFC
here.
has been trash
Question.
year after year after year.
How many times
after
does 3
year.
teams from my division make the playoffs?
A lot,
Oh,
because the
so-
AFC is always fucking shit.
The NFC has historically been shit.
No.
Are you fucking kidding me? We're really gonna have the no fun conference is better than the AFC, or the fact that the NFC
Oh.
South.
Just so we're clear, when Tom Brady and Peyton Manning were playing, they were the only 2 elite teams in the AFC.
And that happened for 10 fucking years.
That's what I'm saying. And then you had.
All right, no. I got it. Last year, NFC.
Well,
Eagles.
I will
Eagles.
tell you
No,
this.
no, hold on.
Yeah,
The
Eagles,
Bengals were
Eagles,
elite.
Eagles, Cowboys.
Yep.
The Seahawks were good. You were scared to see the Seahawks last year. The Niners were elite. The Vikings were good last year. The Lions were good last year. The whole NFC South sucks. Kind of like
The
10
AFC South.
kind of
Okay,
like
so the
10
Bills last year, cool.
No,
No, why not?
because they can lose any fucking game.
So can the Cowboys. What has the Cowboys done?
He is right
Tell
about
me
that.
what the fucking Cowboys. Tell me
You
what
know
Seattle's
you
done.
know what
Tell
the
me what
Cowboys do?
Seattle's
You know
done.
what the Cowboys do?
They win at
Lose
home.
playoff games.
You know what the Cowboys do?
Win Super Bowl
They
30
win
years ago.
games they're supposed to fucking win.
No, they
Oh!
Are you fucking
Easy,
kidding
bro.
me?
Easy.
Who they
You
lose
gotta
to?
be kidding me.
Who do they lose to year after year? The Bills will lose to.
49ers,
The Bills lost to the fucking Jaguars with no Trevor Lawrence and got embarrassed back-to-back weeks last year. Did they
Okay.
not? Was that not last year?
Question. Okay.
Oh,
all right,
When
hold
Josh
on.
Allen picked off Josh
I
Allen?
got you, Patrick. Big Timmy, I got you.
The Bills
Ready
can
for this?
lose to the worst team in the league.
Chargers are good, right?
They're decent.
All right. So who'd they lose last year in the playoffs, Patrick?
A good team.
No! The Jaguars are not a good fucking team.
You're
We're really
dumb.
gonna go there?
You're dumb.
How?
Last year they were.
You're dumb.
They're
You're
good this
fucking
year. They're good
dumb.
this year. They're good this year.
No, but a year can change a lot. Look at the fucking Eagles. They went from Super Bowl to firing their
You
head
see
coach.
how we
They
rewind it
fired
there?
their head coach.
They're going to. All right, but look, let's keep going.
All
Let's
right.
keep going.
Yeah,
The Jaguars were decent last year. That was good.
yeah, right.
Rest of the division,
So lost to the
rest-
Jaguars.
rest
but-
of the division, ass. Okay.
Yeah, we
Your
know
divi-
that.
Hey, I don't appreciate that.
Your
I
division last
expect it,
year,
I don't
your
appreciate it.
your division last year had 2 good teams in it. The other 2 teams were ass.
The Bengals are not ass.
The Bengals, I said, had 2 good
Oh, okay.
teams in it last
I didn't
year.
know if you were counting.
So what do you define as a good team? I need to know that.
A team that's winning games they're supposed to win. A team that can go out there and beat a team that's better than them.
Okay. So defense doesn't count for any of that. No.
You're calling the
I'm
Steelers a
asking.
good
I'm
team.
asking.
Ryan, if you have an offense that can't fucking muster a touchdown, but your defense is number 1, your team is fucking ass.
Their offense has been bottom 5 in the league for the last.
Your
5
team
years.
is
I can
ass. Your
can
team is
understand that,
ass.
but
Just
question.
like
So
the
you make
Rams.
the playoffs.
Just
though.
like the Rams, they've got this
You're not a good
great
team?
offense, but they're ass because they don't have defense. You can't win a fucking game if you're not a complete team.
Okay, I'm not saying you. Okay. So
You
this
can't
is where
have
we
something that's
separate
really good.
elite teams from good teams. You can still be a good team and don't have everything together and make the playoffs. Correct?
You're right, but you don't have to have everything together.
That's
But you
what I'm
have to
saying.
have something together. If you
Well,
don't,
they have their defense together, else they
Who?
wouldn't make the playoffs.
Who?
Pittsburgh.
Yeah, but you know what? They don't even have close to together.
Offense. Their offense. I
That's
understand
why
that.
they're bad.
But you can't be bad and make the playoffs.
You can.
You
It's
cannot
proven. It's
physically
proven.
be that. Okay, so you got to be better than at least what 7. Okay, so there's
You have
32
to be,
teams in the league.
You have
You
to be
got
better
7
than
on
3
each side.
teams. You have to be better than 3 teams. The 3 in your division. Look at the NFC South. All 4 teams. Ass. You have to be better than 3 teams by this much. By 1 game, you have to be better than 3 teams.
Yes, but that's
all you
o-
have to do to
that's
make the playoffs. Look at
only-
the Texans.
that's
Look at the
only-
Texans. They're about to get their fucking
that's
asses beat.
only if you
I
win
don't
the
think that's
division. They
the
didn't win the division last year, correct?
Who?
Cincinnati.
Good thing the Steelers didn't make the playoffs last year.
Bro,
That's what I literally.
all I'm
said.
saying is I don't
The
think
Steelers didn't make the playoffs last year.
That's
you're
what
not
I
giving the Texans enough credit, man. I don't think they're going to get their
I think they're going to get spanked.
Texans are the best team in their division.
I want
right now.
right now, yeah. Next
Okay.
year, no. No. Unless things change, obviously. Everything can
I mean,
change. But if the same
It's
thing,
year to year right now.
I wouldn't say best team. I'd say best quarterback as of right now because mine.
Okay, their offense is better than yours.
but I want to get back to what I was saying.
We have a quarterback.
The Bills last year,
Yep.
they were good. I still think they were mediocre because they could lose. I could see the Bills went on a 7-game win streak.
Also on
I would
crack.
love
Jonathan
to
Taylor's
go
better than every
49ers,
Yeah.
Eagles, and then what was your other team? What was your
Cowboys.
third bet? That's suspect, but anyways. Okay. Chiefs, Bengals,
If the Cowboys
Buffalo.
played you, if the Cowboys played you right now, they'd
Buffalo.
win.
Buffalo.
They'd win.
No, how
They're
do
not
you
beating
fucking
the Ravens right now.
figure?
You're talking about
Because
the
their
Ravens?
offense is
Fucking
just
crazy.
their offense is better than yours,
fucking
and their
crazy,
defense
my
is
dude.
better.
Their
than
defense is
yours.
not better than mine. Are
Lamar
you
is-
fucking stupid?
Lamar-
We were first in takeaways, first in sacks, and
I
first on
fucking
points
hate to
allowed.
say this out loud, but the Ravens would beat the Cowboys if they play right now.
You're gonna trust Dak Prescott against our defense?
That's
Please
the
tell me.
reason that they're going to win because Dak's going to throw that ball to the wrong person.
You're gonna trust their running game that they don't fucking have.
No,
I
hold
don't
on.
trust their
I'm gonna
head
get to the bottom of it.
coach.
I'm gonna get to the bottom of it. Watch this.
I'm listening.
So the Cowboys are the 6th ranked defense in the league
Okay.
in a tough division.
I'm not
Are
worried
you
about the ranks. If they
fucking
play each
kidding
other,
me?
they're going to win.
Your team
You're
is
gonna tell me their division is tougher than mine.
No. I want to finish because your team is
I hope
fucking
they play
9th
the-
in the AFC with no offense. You play in a division with 3 abysmal offenses, and your division is or in your defense is ranked 9th. They play in a team with one of the best offenses in the league, and they're ranked 6th.
Who's the best offense in the league? The
Philly.
Eagles? No. Did you just fucking hear this, man? Did you just?
You literally
He was
tried to
just
bash
clowning the
them.
Eagles. No, Trey, you cannot go back on that. You gotta stand on what you fucking say. You were just talking about how trash the Eagles' offense was.
Right, the team that's 8th in offensive rankings, top 10, they're ass.
They are.
That's
Just
what you
because-
said. That's what you said, not what we said.
They play down to par. They play up to par. They are still, at the end of the day, a solid unit. Way better than all three. If you put the Browns, Bengals this year, and the Steelers offenses together, Philly will put 40 on them, and they won't score. They have the 6th ranked defense.
You're telling me
there's 5 defenses better, and yours isn't one of them.
Huh?
There's 5 defenses ranked higher than the Cowboys right now. Yours is not one of them. You're 4 spots below them. They have a better defense than you. They have a better offense than you. Check the stats.
I did.
Dude. They don't have a better coach though.
First in takeaways, first in sacks, and first in points allowed. Tell me the 3 other stats that matter. I know technically they're ranked. If you want to be technical, yeah. They're ranked above.
All I'm trying to say
it's because you succeed in these great scenarios, but obviously you don't succeed in every category like they do. You're first in points. They're 5th.
Okay.
They're not fucking 28th.
I never said they weren't, but they're not. I don't consider them to be
all
better.
around a better defense.
All right, that's fine.
That's why they're ranked higher.
Okay, so you're gonna trust Dak to throw the ball the whole game.
They can run the ball well. They have a great offensive line. Your defensive line is.
They haven't ran the ball well all year.
How haven't they?
How many yards does old boy have that took over for Zeke? Tony Pollard.
They average 112 yards per game.
How many yards is
they're running back by committee? You want to preach that?
Who's their second string guy?
He's actually really good.
Who?
I don't know his name because I didn't know. Dowdle. Rico Dowdle? Dowdle? I don't know.
I'm asking because I just.
Oh, but how many yards did he have, Ryan? Oh, just 1,000. Just 1,000. Just 1,000-yard rusher. How many of those did you have this year?
None.
Oh!
Because our running backs do get hurt. Yeah, but we still run the ball efficiently.
Okay, I was just making sure that you didn't have 1,000-yard rusher on your team when you're talking shit about a team that does.
Yeah, I am. The Cowboys. Because you're gonna try
to have a better
ball.
I'd be happy.
They have a better offense and they have a better defense.
And somehow they play.
They have a top.
So are the Cowboys better than the 49ers?
No.
All right.
We ain't got to worry about that matchup anyway. All I'm saying is if they played in the Super Bowl, I'd be happy to take anybody's paycheck. The one that said that the Ravens were going to win that because
they wouldn't. I don't think at all.
But he's also got this is the same guy that told me that the Dolphins were going to the Super Bowl.
Well, I don't know if the Cowboys are making it past this week while we're sitting here talking about the damn Cowboys. Because guess what?
But hold on, back to our conversation.
I'm gonna hit you like Stephen A. Smith. They find a way to fuck it up.
Chiefs, Buffalo, and Cincinnati, 49ers, your Cowboys, and Eagles. Eagles really shouldn't even be up there, but for last year,
Cincy shouldn't have talking about this.
They shouldn't be up there. They went to the fucking Super Bowl
last year. If you want to talk, then. But if you're not, we're not talking about this year. But last year, those 3 teams.
Yeah.
Okay. Then what? Then who?
In the NFC?
Yeah.
I just told you.
Yes, but what I'm asking, because then I'm going to counter.
The Seahawks.
Okay. Baltimore.
Okay. Good one.
All right.
I like that.
Okay.
Lions.
Okay.
We're good last year. Am I still on last year? Yeah. Okay.
Chargers.
Don't.
No. Oh, no.
The Lions were better than the Chargers.
No, I just have to put that out there. Why?
But the
they're both good teams.
Did the Lions make the playoffs?
Yes.
No, they didn't.
Not last year. They did not make the playoffs.
Yeah, that's why I said
the Jaguars.
Huh?
The Jaguars. Who's your next team?
The Vikings.
All right. Cool. Match up.
Shitting on them. Match up.
Yeah, I'm gonna match up.
That's not a matchup.
All right.
The past 2 teams you've named don't match up with a 13-win team. 13-4. Ryan, sound familiar?
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
sound familiar?
It does.
Yeah, sounds elite, don't it?
Yeah.
I'll also tell you
sounds
what
elite,
sounds
don't it,
familiar,
Ryan?
You know what sounds familiar is they both had a first-round playoff exit.
Who?
Both of the teams y'all just named. Vikings and you said the Jags and the Vikings. Both?
Yeah.
The Vikings lost to who in the first round last year?
Was terrible.
Seattle?
This is the Giants.
The Giants.
Oh yeah, I remember that. But hey, Daniel Jones.
Chill out, bro.
Daniel Jones played his ass off.
Best career game he's ever played.
Played his
Daniel
ass off.
That's all he throws is ducks.
He played his ass off last year.
That's how he got that contract.
Yeah, because he played his ass off. He was in the best division in football. Went 9-7-1.
That's fucking nuts.
Played his on a shit team.
Nah, it wasn't completely shit, bro.
But you're
brother.
saying
Hold on. Also, Ryan, what did you say earlier about the Texans? Just look at us that they had a better offense, right?
They have a better offense.
The Colts have better.
No, they do.
I'm talking about if you're talking about a specific offensive player. I mean,
JT should.
Yeah, but their offense, well-rounded pass
JT
run and total yards.
Which in return would be shit the bed. Was it or not his fault that he didn't play the first 4 to 5 games this year?
He was hurt a couple times. I'm telling you.
That was his fault.
Next year, I'm telling you.
No, he was hurt. I thought
he was not hurt. He was put on the PUP list because he was mouthing off to the fucking owner. Do y'all not remember that shit? He was perfectly fine. Even
I thought
tweeted
he
said
had
he
a-
was perfectly fine, and then all of a sudden
Oh,
he
yeah,
had
the
a back issue.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah,
I
don't
remember
fucking
that.
Oh,
play
he had
with
a
me.
back
I thought it was a
issue?
contract
Are
dispute.
you
I
fucking
remember
all
that
right?
now.
All right.
Hey, look, if Lamar had
Oh
an
my
injury in the
fucking-
playoffs, he had a back issue. All right, chill out.
No.
He's
Okay.
got a point.
All right. So, but to your point that you think the NFC is this way fucking better is out of pocket.
This year it is.
Bro, last
This year it's running a little bit better. Last year was not. No, you cannot tell me. So you're
Bro.
gonna sit there and tell me that the Cowboys, and I quote, was touching the Chiefs, was touching Buffalo,
Last year.
was
They were
touching
touching
Made it to
Cincinnati.
the same spot.
Hear me out.
Cincinnati.
Hear me out. Let's go back to the NFC, right?
Uh-huh.
Or the AFC, right?
Uh-huh.
Teams that made the playoffs: 9-8 Dolphins,
Okay.
9-8 Jaguars.
Yep.
Teams that missed the playoffs in the NFC: 8-1 Commanders, 9-8 Lions, 8-9 Packers.
Okay.
That's some teams that missed the playoffs going 9-8.
Mm-hmm.
The worst team was 8-9, and it's because somebody has to win the fucking division.
I mean, we can.
You've got teams over here making the wild card 9-8.
Okay.
Teams over here going 9-8, not even making the fucking playoffs, not even smelling the playoffs.
Okay. So last year,
This year there was teams in the AFC that were 9-8 that didn't make the playoffs. I don't think there was a single team in the NFC that did that.
so this year, if you were in
This year,
NFC,
the worst record
you
is
get the Cowboys with
9-8
For the AFC or NFC?
in the NFC.
Yeah, no, I'm talking about outside of the playoffs. What was the worst record?
Outside
the
the
best team that
record.
didn't make the playoffs.
so far
9-8.
9-8. Yeah.
Okay. The one after that?
8-9.
Okay. Is there more than? I think there's two teams at least, maybe.
Hold on. People that made the playoffs right now.
But there's
8-9, 8-9, 10-7. Oh no, I'm sorry, 9-8,
People that missed the playoffs.
9-8,
You know,
9-8, 9-8, 3 9-8 teams.
There's 3 9-8 teams in my division, which is fucking wild. Nobody expected that.
But Ryan, you're not getting the point. Yes, there's gonna. You want to know why the AFC? Why it has so many of these 9-8 teams? Because it's not good. They're all around the same mediocrity. They're all around that. You've got teams that are really fucking good in the NFC, and then you've got teams that aren't, like the Cardinals who went 4-13. Like, oh yeah,
Are you question?
the
I
NFC
need to-
must
I need to
suck.
know, I need
Or
to
the
know.
Cardinals have to play a fucking juggernaut
Are
every
you-
3 weeks.
Okay, I want to know. Are you saying the Eagles are really good?
The Eagles
I need to know.
win games.
I'm asking. Are they really good?
No, I don't think so. But
All
they
right.
win games better than
Okay,
teams in the
hold
AFC,
On, hold on. I'm not done. I'm not done.
like the Dolphins.
The Packers. They're really good.
No, but they win games.
I didn't say they didn't. I'm asking. Are they really good? Okay.
No.
And then if you want, we can chalk up the. Are we going to chalk off the NFC South and the AFC South?
Yeah, we'll do that.
Because the Bucks are about to beat the Eagles. What you mean?
But hear me out. Okay, Ryan. The Steelers are really good.
No,
The Browns are really good.
the Browns.
The Dolphins are really
Hold on,
good.
Look at the record real quick. Look at the Browns record.
Yeah.
Just want to ask this.
Yeah.
They're 11-6.
Mhm.
Right. The next team.
Let's go through that 11-6. Bengals, no Joe Burrow.
Okay.
Lost to the Steelers.
Okay.
Titans.
Refs bailed them
Tight.
out against the Colts.
No. Let's go through this. Bengals, no Burrow. Shit team.
Yep.
Lost to the Steelers.
Yep.
Shit team.
Mhm.
Beat the Titans. Shit team.
Okay.
Lost to the Ravens. Easy. That's explainable. We'll take that. Beat the Niners when not Sam Darnold, when Brock Purdy couldn't see straight.
You said Sam Darnold because that's who was supposed to be playing that game.
Yeah. And then they beat the Colts. Mediocre team. They lost to the Seahawks.
Struggled to beat the Colts.
Mediocre team. Beat the
You
Cardinals
just said
with.
you said you're talking about last year.
No, I'm talking about this year.
I know, but you said the Seahawks were good last year. I was correcting myself.
Okay, so they lost to the Seahawks. Mediocre team.
Mhm.
They beat the Cardinals. Shit team. They beat the Ravens. I'll give them that. It's a division game, like you said.
Question: I understand what you're saying there, but at some point in time, the Seahawks weren't a mediocre team this year.
When weren't they?
When they had the second to
Before they
third
played the
best record.
49ers.
Do you not remember that? They were one of the remaining teams that hadn't been. I think they had one or a couple losses. It wasn't very much. It was before we played them because everybody had us losing to Seattle.
You mean when they lost week 1 to the Rams? Oh, good try.
Uh-huh.
And then they beat the Lions in a fucking shootout, just like they did last year. A fucking slaughterhouse.
Yeah, I remember that
No
game.
defense on that.
Yeah,
one.
that happens 2 years in a row. It's clearly not a coincidence. Then they beat a shit Panthers team. Then they beat a shit Giants team. Then they lost to the fucking Bengals. First game with Joe Burrow back, and it looked shit. Then they beat the shit Cardinals. Then they beat the shit Browns. Then they got the shit beat out of them by the Ravens. Then they beat the shit Commanders. Then they lost to the Rams again. Then they lost to the
That's why I
Niners.
asked the question. That's why I asked. I didn't say for sure. I was
Okay,
asking.
I got
asked
it.
the question.
And then let's go back to these Browns
Okay.
since we weren't finished there.
Okay.
we'll start at the Seahawks since
Okay.
that's where we stopped at.
Mhm.
They lost to the mediocre Seahawks.
Mhm.
Then they beat the shit Cardinals, beat the Ravens some fucking how. They beat the shit Steelers by 3 points at home where they play elite football. Lost to the Broncos because they're shit, right? Like you said. Lost to the Rams by a blowout who has no defense. They put up 19
Yeah,
points.
but you said the Rams were a good team earlier. When
Mediocre,
We were talking,
yeah,
you said
they're
they were a
good,
good
they're
team. I'm just saying. I just want to. I'm
But
with
you
you
know
when
what?
you're right.
Yeah, you hear me?
Yeah.
They're a good team. They're not 20-something points better than
But
the
we were
Browns.
going over good teams that made the playoffs, and then good teams that haven't made the playoffs.
The Rams are not 20-something better than the Browns. The Browns just suck that
Question.
fucking bad.
But
And then hold on, no. Then they beat the Jags, who have sucked this year. They beat the Bears, who were up and down this year. They beat the Texans. The Texans didn't have Shroud, since Timmy threw that in my face earlier. Then they beat the shit Jets. Then they lost to the shit Bengals, and then they got their asses handed to
There's a
them. by the
reason I threw it
Texans.
in your face. You saw what happened.
They're
when they did,
shit. Ryan, they're shit. I just went through their whole schedule. Did I lie? Did I lie? Game 1, they beat the shit Bengals, right?
Mm-hmm.
We'll go through it again. They lost to the shit
we
Steelers.
don't need to go through it
Because
again.
they're shit.
I mean,
They beat one good team with a quarterback that couldn't fucking
They-
pass an eye test.
They had a benefit of being terrible last year, and so therefore they had one of the easiest schedules this year.
They were shit.
okay.
The AFC is shit. 11-6 because they're playing mid. They
All right,
are
so then the Eagles are shit, correct?
this year. Are we talking this year?
Yes, this year.
Not shit, but they're not great. They're better than half of the fucking good AFC
They
teams,
also
though.
had the toughest schedule. In the,
Yeah.
Okay,
Don't forget.
that was at the beginning of the
Don't
year,
forget.
supposedly.
that was the
toughest-
whole year.
That was
the
going.
whole year.
That
They
was
had the number one hardest schedule
Can
in the
you fucking
NFL,
let me
bro.
talk? Can you let me fucking talk?
That was going into the
Right.
season. Shit changes.
That's how
Yes,
it is.
correct.
The teams
Shit
that were tough
changes.
were still fucking tough,
All
right?
right, all right, ready? Patriots week 1, tough.
That was never a team that was tough.
Vikings week 2,
Yeah, they were
tough.
tough.
Yeah,
it
they
was a
have
tough-ass
fucking
game.
14-3 last year.
Buccaneers,
No. Commanders,
no.
No.
Rams, you just said they weren't a good team.
they're mediocre. I said they're mediocre.
Jets, tough.
If they had Aaron Rodgers, but
Yeah.
yeah.
Dolphins, tough. Haven't beat
Yeah.
a 500 team, but
They
they're
were
tough.
going to be tough.
They just got shown why they weren't tough.
Yeah,
But
I just said that's why the AFC's trash, Ryan.
Commanders,
Not good.
Cowboys,
Cowboys? Oh, good
Yep.
as fuck.
Chiefs.
Oh, good.
Played like dog shit this year. Can't say they didn't.
But they still
Well,
have
that
the
was still
greatest
a tough
football
game.
player.
Yeah,
It's
but
still
I'm just
tough.
gonna say you said the AFC's trash. I'm just keeping you 100 here.
I
You
never
act
said
like-
the
hold
Chiefs
on.
were trash. I said
You
the
act
AFC.
like the
You
Chiefs
want to
are
know
out
why
here
the
getting
AFC's
blown up.
trash?
What?
Because the Chiefs are still one of the top dogs, and they played like shit this year, Ryan. That's how fucking trash the AFC is. If the Eagles go out there and play like shit, what happens? Because the NFC has some competition in it.
Also, if the Chiefs had one receiver,
It's
that
not a
could catch the
debate.
damn-
They literally
Oh,
went
the
Cowboys,
Bills.
They beat the Super
Cowboys,
Bowl.
Hold on.
Chiefs, Cowboys, Chiefs, Bills, Niners, Cowboys.
Oh, hold on. Bills.
That's 5 teams that the AFC didn't even have to fucking worry about.
Well, not the whole AFC, but yeah.
Right, we did.
Bills.
Good,
Oh, good.
decent,
49ers.
Good.
better than 99% of the league.
All right, so far we got 5 teams that you said were good.
They just
Seattle. Not
you're
good,
gonna
right?
skip. You're gonna skip Dallas.
No, we already said Dallas was
They
good.
have to. It don't matter. They have to play them twice. That's still
But that's-
2 good
that-
teams. That's
okay.
2 good games
All
they
right.
have to go.
Dallas again. Seattle.
They're decent.
Giants.
No.
Cardinals.
Nope.
Giants apparently because they beat them.
Giants again.
Yeah. No.
And Buccaneers. Well, that's next week. So 1, 2, 3, 4.
5.
Hold on. 1, 2, 3, 4.
You know what I'm ready for? I'm ready for this. Watch. Now let's go back through the schedule. You ready?
All right.
Let's see the teams that, were supposed to be good that weren't. Jets.
That doesn't count, though.
Jets, AFC.
That does not fucking
Dolphins,
count. You cannot
AFC.
just be because they're supposed to be, but that they weren't. That's the thing.
Okay, then you're helping me out. These teams are supposed to be good and they weren't. Dolphins, Jets. I can go through this AFC. All these teams are fucking AFC or they were meant to be bad. Like the Giants, like the Cardinals, like the Commanders.
That's why they were supposed to have one of the hardest schedules. You don't understand what I'm saying. I understand what you're saying.
They were supposed to have one of the hardest schedules and they still did.
I don't think so.
Who
But
had a harder one?
huh? Oh,
You guys?
Let's go through it, shall we? Fuck.
The Dolphins were a good team when they played them too. By the
I
way.
mean, we can go through my schedule first if you want.
Yeah,
me to.
great schedule. Let's go. Texans, not great.
Hold on.
Not horrible. Not great. Was horrible week 1 with a rookie quarterback, their star defensive
He did
player.
not have a horrible game, though. That's what I'm saying. There was not a
He
horrible.
put up
team.
9 points.
I mean, did you look at his stats?
Let's look. 28 for 44.
Okay, that's above 50%.
50% is good now?
I
don't know if you know this,
completion for completions.
Please tell me that's good. Please tell me. Let's go look at the top 10, and I bet none of them are 50%.
I'm saying.
I bet you can go to the top 20, none of them are 50%. Elite is 70. Good is 60. If you're 50, you're bad.
Okay, so he had to have been above 50. He said he had 28 out of what? How many?
44. He shot 55, 60%, and threw 44 passes. Now, if you're shooting,
I don't know what the percentage on that. I can't do percents. But what is
I'm
it?
not good at odd numbers like that either. I'll look on.
I mean, what did it say? He was 30 for
63.
63%.
When you throw 44
good.
passes, if you throw 44 passes, you cannot be at 63 or you're going to lose the fucking game.
Oh, okay, I understand that, but
Especially when you put 28. You weren't even throwing 10 yards 10 yards a pass. He had 240 yards on 28 completions on 44 attempts. Shit. That's a bad game. That's not a horrible game, but that's a bad game. Tough schedule, right?
what?
Start the week off mediocre as fuck team by the end of the season at the beginning, week 1. That's a bad team.
Preseason, sorry, hold on.
Bengals week 2. That was a bad team. You guys still almost
They
lost.
technically weren't supposed to be a bad team. I don't want to hear that because everybody in their mom was fucking giving me hell for that.
Yeah, they weren't supposed to be a bad team until Joe Burrow went down, goofball.
But I'm just saying.
You
Joe
just
Burrow
went-
played that game.
In week 2?
Yes.
Played in week 2.
Yes.
He did.
You're right, yeah.
We argued with Ryan.
I
about
thought he
that
missed
for a
time at the beginning of the season.
while. I'll see the
No.
Then you got the Colts. Mediocre as fuck because they lost their quarterback. Huh?
This is live.
That's dope.
What did I stream?
So we're 3
Bob.
games in and you haven't played a good team yet, Ryan. Well, you did with the Bengals.
Okay.
But that was still
And then we
Look,
played
look,
the
look.
Browns.
Hey, hold on.
What?
Joe Burrow did play, and I do recall now.
I do know he played.
He was hurt as fuck, limping on the field.
I know.
So yeah, he played all right.
Yeah, he played.
That's not a good team. That'd be like saying if your quarterback went out there tomorrow, Ryan, with a sprained ankle, you guys are elite. No, you're not.
Right, y'all would still never mind. I'm not
The
gonna-
Ravens
that's what
with an
we're
unhealthy
at.
Lamar, but he's still playing. They're not good.
Okay, we got the Browns. We played.
Oh, you skipped the Colts because they're bad.
You literally just said the Colts.
Yeah, well, you skipped them.
But-
Go through it.
Okay,
the
Colts. Okay.
Bad. Still not a good schedule yet. You're 3 games in.
Okay.
Browns. Still not a good schedule yet.
Steelers.
Not a good schedule yet.
Okay, but they're both in the playoffs. But I understand.
They're both bad teams because they're
Okay.
in the AFC.
The Titans bad.
Bad.
Lions.
Good shit.
Cardinals.
So you've had one good game in 7 weeks, 6 weeks, 7 weeks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Well, I
7
mean,
weeks. You didn't play.
You
a
don't
competitive
count the
team?
Steelers and Browns, but I understand.
In that case, Ryan, every fucking team that plays their division rivals has had a tough game.
But name me the last team that had division that had 3 teams from their.
Oh, maybe just a couple years ago, the NFC East.
Yeah, and then
Maybe-
before that,
Maybe just last
the
year.
Ravens.
Maybe just last year, Ryan.
Who?
The NFC East. Are you fucking done?
The Dolphins. The
NFC East.
I thought you said the AFC East. Sorry. Who will?
The Giants made the playoffs last year, Ryan.
Oh,
you just said it.
You're right. Okay.
And you know who the Giants were better than last year?
Who?
The Pittsburgh Steelers right fucking now. And the Browns. Why?
Okay.
Because they
So-
won a playoff game
so-
against a good team.
So we got Seattle, and then you got the Browns. We
Hold
got
on,
the
I'm
Cardinals.
still on. Oh, never mind. I scrolled back up.
Yeah, so we
So
were
you got the Cardinals. So in first 7 games, you had 1 competitive game. Let's count them. 1.
2.
Who?
The Bengals.
With hurt Joe Burrow, that's not a good team.
Oh my god.
That's
I'm
like
so
Ryan.
over that
Ryan, hold on.
conversation.
No, hear me
So
out.
over
Hear me
it.
out.
No, because
If-
he was playing.
That doesn't matter.
That means
If
that means you were told you were good to go.
Or you got asked if you wanted to play and you said yes when you probably should have said no. If Lamar Jackson had a sprained ankle right now, a
Yes.
severe ankle sprain,
Uh-huh.
and you guys went out there on the field, you're still elite.
It's not okay. What I'm gonna
No,
tell you, if-
you're not. That's the answer.
yes.
No,
Why
you're
not? Why can't we be? Why
Because your
can't we be?
quarterback's not at full health.
Okay.
You're not going to be able to beat good teams with your quarterback, the leader of your team, a top 5,
So you're
if
telling me
not top 3
there's
player
no
in the
quarterback
NFL.
in the history that's ever played hurt, quote unquote. and
No, but
wasn't-
the Chiefs tried it last year and they almost lost a fucking Super Bowl over it because their quarterback wasn't 100%.
okay. So
I don't get what you're saying. You've played one good team
no, we've played several. In your eyes, they're not good. But
in
I
the first
understand.
7 weeks of the NFL
yes.
season. You've played one competitive team, one team that was supposed to be a good ass game. You said it yourself. I will go pull the script on the podcast that we had. The Bengals are not good right now. The
Yes,
Bengals
they're
look
not
bad.
Not technically, no. But at that point in the season, you can't tell me that they weren't supposed to be a good team.
Week 2,
Yes,
they were supposed to be a good team with
Yes.
healthy Joe Burrow, not hurt Joe Burrow. You said it with your own fucking words.
That's.
I will go find the episode. I
I
guarantee
know
it.
he wasn't technically fully 100%. I understand that,
And they weren't a
but
good team.
that's not.
And they weren't a good team when he was not.
So
Were they good when he was healthy? When he was unhealthy? When he was playing unhealthy, were they good? Yes or no?
No.
Okay, then that's not a competitive fucking game, Ryan. In the 7 weeks,
it's still a competitive game whether he was healthy or he wasn't healthy.
no, it's not. Just because the score said it was competitive doesn't mean you played a good team.
Okay,
So 7 weeks, you've got one good team, the Lions,
in your opinion, yes, I understand.
and then you got the Cardinals, bad. The
Cardinals.
Seahawks, mediocre, not a tough
Hold
team,
on. Where are we? Okay, there we
not a team to say, yeah, that's strength of schedule.
Browns, Bengals,
Not
Chargers,
good, not good, mediocre, not a flex of schedule. I mean, yeah,
Rams,
I guess the Chargers
Jaguars,
can be.
49ers, Dolphins, and Steelers.
So what? You played 4, 3 or 4?
How? 1, 2, 3.
What do you name
4.
teams, not numbers?
Dolphins, 49ers, Rams,
Rams, no. The Rams are not a team you go, yeah, we're playing. Bro, you were
Jaguars.
on my fucking side when we said the Rams were going to be one of the worst teams in the league.
Yes, I was. I was, but they aren't. That's what we're going off of. What teams were and weren't. Correct me if I'm wrong.
No, you started this with strength of schedule.
Yes.
And they're not a team that you go, oh, we play the Rams this year, watch out.
No, but I said, but you don't understand what I'm saying. When we were talking about Philly's schedule, correct me if I'm wrong, we were going off of actually what they were, not what they were supposed to be.
Well, if we're going like that, bro, the Bengals are definitely not on the fucking table. Not even close.
On week 2, they weren't supposed to be.
They were supposed to be, Ryan, with healthy Joe Burrow, just like the fucking Rams were supposed to be shit.
But they aren't.
Yeah, exactly. Just like the Bengals aren't good. I don't get what you're missing there.
But when we played the Bengals, that
They
was
weren't
week
good.
2. Week 2, we didn't know they weren't good.
Yes, we did. He got hurt in the preseason.
Yes, and everybody said, "Oh, he's going to be fine. He's going to be back."
And what'd you say?
Huh?
That's
I
a
didn't think
fucking
so.
smoke screen.
I didn't think so.
Because it
Correct
was the
me.
facts. He wasn't healthy. They weren't good.
But what I'm saying is, y'all want to use it against me now. But y'all, we can't use it against you guys. I understand.
When did you use it against me?
Huh?
The Bengals did not play good. They were not a scary team this year. If you beat the Bengals, you didn't go, we beat the Bengals. There was maybe 3 games where Joe Burrow was fully healthy and playing where you go, yeah, we beat the Bengals and it was good. What happened when he went to New Orleans? Was that this year when he fucking balled out fully healthy?
Who?
Joe Burrow? Was that this year?
He played a couple good games this year.
When he was fully healthy, he balled the fuck out. He didn't play a couple good seasons or a couple good games. He balled the fuck out when he was healthy this year.
It wasn't that long. He was healthy.
Exactly my point. What, 2-3 games? Not
But
week 2.
What I'm saying is week
Not
2.
week 2. They were a team that you laughed at. They're really playing Joe Burrow like this? That's humiliating. They're bad. He needs off the field.
So
Was that or was that not the talk?
I mean, I said they should take him off the field if they want.
Oh, and you
if
no
they,
offense,
if they
Ryan.
want if they want to be able to continue their season with to have Joe Burrow, I told them they need to take him off the field.
Yeah, I get that. No offense, Ryan, but our opinions don't mean shit. Maybe talk about people who get paid to talk about sports and people who do studies and have people do studies for him saying Joe Burrow and the Bengals do not need to be playing right now. He's not healthy. He's not good. They're not good.
So, question. So you're not counting the Rams, yes or no?
As a team to bat an eye out on strength and schedule, no.
Okay.
I just told you the Browns were ass, and I said the Rams beat them by 20. They're not 20
So,
points better than the Browns.
1, 2, 3, 4,
Teams that you can
5.
hold a weight to that you
6,
played this year.
7.
The Lions.
We've played 7 playoff teams this year and won.
Thank you for going back to my point of there's shit teams in the AFC in the playoffs. Like
The 7 teams are the 49ers.
they're good. Yeah,
The Rams.
not great. That's not a team to bat an eye at. And you'll see that tomorrow.
The Lions.
Yeah, I gave you that one. That's 2.
The
Not the Jags.
no, because they're
Not
the
the
playoff
Dolphins.
teams. No, I was talking about the NFC teams. That was almost split. It was 3 to 4. I'm sorry.
2. The Lions
1, 2,
and the
3.
Niners. Where was the other one?
Rams. Rams is a playoff team. They're in the playoffs. They did not play tomorrow.
Oh, I thought you were talking about good teams.
No, I'm
Teams to be worried
NFC playoff teams is what I was talking about.
When you played them, you know what their record was?
We only played them not
6
even a
and
month
7.
ago.
6 and 7.
We didn't even play them a month ago.
6 and 7. And it
Hold
went into overtime.
Hold on. So 1, 2. Okay, so it was just a month ago.
6 and 7.
Okay, what do you want me to say about that?
And if you really want to go in depth to it, let's go see why they made the playoffs. If they were 6-7.
I didn't realize what time it was.
Yeah, I was letting y'all go at it.
Seahawks, mediocre.
Yeah.
Then they got their not ass beat, but they got
did
beat by
play the 49ers.
Yeah,
too.
they got beat. Then the Bengals beat them, humiliating.
Yeah.
I believe. Let me make sure Joe Burrow. No, that was week 3. He was not healthy.
I watched that game out in the garage on the projector.
Bengals, nothing to bat an eye at, especially week 3 in September. Colts, nothing to bat an eye at, and they barely won. Eagles, they lost. Cardinals sucked about 99% of the season. Steelers aren't that good, and they lost. Lost to a good team, the Cowboys. Got their asses beat by a mediocre team, the Packers. Won by 1 point to that same mid-Seahawks team again. Then they beat the shit out of the Cardinals again. Then they beat the shit out of the Browns. They lost to the Ravens. Commanders, Saints, Giants, beat the Niners. And then we've got the wild card. They didn't play talent much either. Like, I read a lot of shitty teams. They got unfortunate to be in the 49ers division. So that's 2 games automatically. But if you listen to Ryan, it don't matter if you're good or bad. That's a division game. So if we take those out, let's count the good teams.
I mean,
Ravens.
Okay. Well, I will
Ravens,
say, so
that's
you're
it.
saying the Ravens
Cowboys.
didn't play any talent this year? Is that what you're trying to tell me?
I think you played 2 teams it's worth
We
fucking
played-
bragging about that you beat. If we're looking by end of season, the Dolphins are not something to brag that you beat.
I'm not bragging, but I'm saying they're not bad teams. Now, there are some bad teams on there. I'll give you that. We at least played 3 above good teams. And if you want to count, I'll give you, we played 7 decent teams this year.
Let me see.
And I mean that going off playoffs, at least.
You played the Lions.
Yep.
That's a decent team. You said decent, right? You played 7
playoffs. If you made the playoffs, you were decent.
No.
Yes.
No.
Yes. How? You
The
made
Browns
playoffs.
and Steelers fucking suck.
No, they don't.
Yes, they do.
They're in the playoffs.
Doesn't matter. You know who would be in the playoffs?
Who?
Healthy Aaron Rodgers and healthy Joe Burrow. They are irrelevant. They're irrelevant.
But
They lose their
they're
playoff
not-
spot. They
they're
lose
not
their
in
playoff spot.
Okay.
They lose their playoff spot.
That's nobody's fault but the Jets. But anyways,
No, that's nobody's fault but an injury. That's
because they
nobody's fault.
They chose to stick with Zach Wilson, and they had plenty enough time to find somebody else. But that's what their chose was.
Oh, so let's instead of trying to just get through the season, get to next season and turn the page. Let's
But
try to be
it's the first game. You don't want to at least try.
No, we want to tank again so we can get someone for fucking Rodgers or maybe get a good pick to trade for someone like Devontae Adams.
Well,
Why the fuck would you try when you just lost your star quarterback?
Okay.
What sense does that make? You guys tried, didn't you? When you lost Lamar? No. You guys put in Tyler fucking Huntley.
That's a little different. Only in the sense
That you could have
that
found
he was
another guy.
technically week to week is what was being reported. Aaron Rodgers was for sure supposed to be out the whole season. Correct me if I'm wrong. Am I wrong there?
What? Rodgers was gone?
He was supposed
They
to be out
knew
the whole
Lamar
year.
wasn't going to play.
But it was reported as week to week.
It was reported week to week because he wasn't fucking hurt, Ryan.
Okay, I'm just telling you.
It was because he was reported week to week because they're not going to fucking rule him out for the season for a contract
I'm
dispute.
just telling you, buddy.
You're just telling me what the media said, not the real truth
so
of it. Just
49ers, Dolphins. When we played the Jaguars, they were, if you want to be technical, before they had their fucking collapse the last 3 weeks.
You said end of the season.
They were the
end of
third
the season.
They were the third best team in the AFC.
That's fine. By the end of the season, you know what they were? Ass. They let every team in that division have a shot to win except one. And then they still didn't.
So Dolphins, 49ers.
Why do you keep saying them?
Dolphins and 49ers? Because I'm going through the list because you keep trying to knock some of them.
The
So
Dolphins
Lions-
deserved knocked. Look what just fucking happened.
So
They didn't beat but one 500 team. You said it yourself.
yes, I know, but you also told me they were going to the Super Bowl. So do you not consider them a good team?
I
You
did
said that they were going to the Super Bowl. That was
Yeah,
your Super Bowl pick.
and then you know what they did? Showed me wrong.
Yeah.
Because they're
Well,
not good.
eventually someone's going to show you wrong when they lose and they don't make it. That's what happens with every team.
Or
There's only 2 teams that make it every year.
yeah, you're right. But if the Dolphins would have made the AFC Championship and lost a hard-fought game against somebody, I'd have said, they didn't prove me wrong. They just didn't win.
My point.
They played a great season. You know what they didn't do? Play a good season at all. They played a shit season. They beat teams that were shit. They lost teams that were good. And they didn't even really have a chance in some of those games. It was a close game with the Chiefs. I watched it. They didn't have a fucking chance. I had no hope.
Okay.
The whole game, the Chiefs were in control. Why? Because the Dolphins aren't that good. I just watched it again. Tua is not that great,
Ready for this one,
especially if
Kenny?
he's not at home.
Hold on to your beer here.
It's like closing time.
First, we can close it out with this. I think that'll chalk it up here. First game of the 49ers, Steelers. If you're going off what you're saying, that's not a good team. I mean, I'd say that they made it to the playoffs, so they had to be somewhat decent. Rams, okay, bam. Giants, bam. Cardinals, bam. Cowboys, first good team according to Trey. Browns, shit. Vikings, second good team.
I never said the Niners had a tough schedule.
Huh?
That doesn't mean they're not elite.
But so how does that make sense to what you're saying then? You're saying, but you said the NFC is so much better. I'm just going off their schedule here. So Bengals, according to you, shit. So that's two teams. Jaguars, according to you, shit.
No, when they played the Bengals
That
were not
doesn't
shit.
fucking count. The Jaguars were not shit when the Ravens played them. They were second to third best team in the AFC.
There's a difference though. That's the same fucking Jaguars team that you see at the end of the season. This Jaguar or this Burt. How isn't it?
Was Trevor Lawrence not hurt? Correct me if I'm wrong. Did he not get hurt?
Did he not?
Was he not out some games?
Was he?
Yeah, he was out like at least 2 games.
Oh, 2. Joe Burrow played 2 fucking games.
Do you know what 2 games he was out?
What?
I'm asking. Do you know?
No, because I know he didn't miss much time.
Even if you want to get past the Bengals, because they lost to the Bengals.
Yeah, because Joe Burrow was fucking on fire when he played. Like
I didn't think Joe Burrow played.
So
Joe Burrow had 4 incompletions, almost 300 yards and 3 touchdowns, and played an almost perfect game.
Buccaneers, according to you, not good. Seahawks, according to you, not good. Eagles, according to you, not good.
I said they're better than half.
Seahawks again, according to you, not good. Yeah. Cardinals, according to you, not good. Ravens, good. Commanders, not good. Rams, according to you,
yeah, they didn't play much tough teams, but that doesn't. You're telling me because they didn't play a tough schedule, they're shit?
No, I'm not telling you that. But I'm just going off what you said.
This is what you said about Cleveland.
I'm telling you, but that's the NFC. You're saying that they've had so much more that they have so much more
talent
of schedules.
Yeah. No, I said they have more talent. They have better teams. I didn't say shit about.
If they have better teams and they're playing shit people, how does that line up?
Because let's go through this, okay? Okay, let's go. That's preseason.
I'm
Steelers, AFC team.
For who? Who are you talking about?
The Niners.
Okay, I already went through that. I just went through it all.
Yeah, let's look at it again. Since we're going off
according
the AFC
off what you said.
Yeah, okay.
It's shit.
Rams. I didn't say they were shit.
You did.
I said they're not great and they're not bad.
Okay, so it's either they're good or they're bad.
No, that's not true because that's not how the fuck it goes.
I'm done.
That's not how the fuck it goes.
You keep changing the.
If that's the case, Ryan, there's maybe 3 good teams in the league.
You said
you can be not good and not bad.
They're so much better, but their schedule does not.
It's called decent.
Yeah, and the Rams, that's all they were. Were they 20 points better than the Browns?
So question.
No.
So you can be decent, okay, and make the playoffs.
Yeah.
Okay. So do you consider the Steelers and the Browns to be decent?
No, because you can also be shit and make the playoffs, Ryan. It's fucking shown.
What's your take on this? To me, I need to know.
1 to 10, how good are the Browns? Less than a 5?
No,
they're not less than a 5.
You guys are goofy.
Wow, bro, if you're doing on 10,
I understand the Browns have a terrible pass, but we can't live off of
You're dumb
previous
if you don't
years.
think they're a good. If you think they're a
they made the playoffs,
decent
so at least
team,
a 6.
no,
if they had a quarterback, they'd be better than a 6.
they had a quarterback,
Ooh, none of them were any good.
Deshaun Watson.
Yeah, it was garbage the whole time he's been playing.
So was Trevor Lawrence this year.
That's what I'm saying. If they had a quarterback, I didn't say they weren't. I know Trevor Lawrence is garbage.
Yeah, but no, Ryan's over here talking them up.
Who? Trevor Lawrence?
The Jags.
At the time we played them,
Trevor Lawrence was still mid as fuck. The Jags were just playing well.
Okay, well, I'm just saying. I literally was telling you what I was going off of. Why didn't you argue that one then?
That what?
I literally said at the time we were playing, they were second or third best team in the AFC.
Yeah, team. But you're sitting here talking about the Browns were not ever a top 5. They've not been a top 10 team.
The whole year?
Not of the whole year. Maybe record, but I just told Timmy this the other day. Record don't mean shit. Clearly. Look at the Eagles. They were winning games. Their record was beautiful. They were not elite, but their record said they were.
Okay, so real quick here. I'm going to go off some other teams here real quick. Jets, Cardinals, Cowboys, Patriots, 49ers, Chargers, Rams, Eagles. Cowboys, the same shit. They didn't play nobody hard either. If you want to be technical, then we're going to say that this whole year was shit. If we want to come on a common ground there.
I know the
There
Cowboys.
was like 12 backup quarterbacks that played this year.
I know the Cowboys weren't great on schedule wise, at least. But that's literally the comical relief of the Cowboys is they beat up on bad teams. But that doesn't mean they can't beat a good fucking team. They did this year.
Yeah, like one single.
And if we won,
They had an amazing game against the Eagles that they should have won, but they got hoed. And then they beat the Eagles.
Your next matchup doesn't help you very much either. If you want to go to Lions, first game they played this year was Seattle. Second was the Falcons.
Like we just said
Third was
earlier,
the
when they play
So
first game they played, they beat the Chiefs. Actually, good luck.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Oh,
they
yeah.
played the Chiefs. Okay, Chiefs, Seattle, the Falcons, the Packers, the Panthers, the Buccaneers. They played the Ravens. That's 2. Raiders. They played the Chargers. They played the Bears. They played the Packers. They played the Saints. They played the Bears. They played the Broncos. Oh, the third good team, the Vikings. That's 3.
Okay, so they played 3, right?
And then, you got the Cowboys. And so
there's 4. They've automatic. They just beat your team.
Yeah. Who? Lions? No, they didn't. We smacked the fuck out of them.
I'm saying their record you just named 4 good teams they played. They already beat your team schedule. Your team played 2 teams. 2 teams. The Niners and the Lions.
But the Dolphins weren't good at the time we played them.
I mean,
no, they're not. They weren't.
Not great, no. They hadn't beaten a fucking 500 team but once.
I understand that, but we're just now throwing that into the concept as far as I know we said something about it earlier, but I'm saying nobody was talking about that when the Ravens had to play the Dolphins to see if they're the best team in the NFL. Because that was the week after we played the 49ers, but there wasn't nobody saying that then. But now that they just lost, that's what we're saying.
Let's see here. They got the shit beat out of them by the Bills.
Well, I've been saying the Dolphins couldn't beat a 500 team. I don't know where the hell you got that from. Every time I come on this podcast, I'll tell you, okay, they can't do it.
But I just went through but their schedule
the Cowboys got lucky and did it once,
was no harder than
the Lions ain't
than any of the last 4 schedules we just went through.
I don't know, y'all, but I'm about to get off this.
Oh, yeah, we about to wrap it up. I was just saying, I mean, I just went over the schedules for
with what you just went over, who'd you just do last?
The Lions.
The Lions? Yeah. With the way you just ranked the Lions schedule, they played 4 good teams. Your team played 2.
Okay. They got 2 teams.
Yeah.
You're making it seem like it's light years miles away. Okay, so the Lions, I'm sure I could go through someone else in the AFC schedule that played just as many, if you want to be technical there.
Let's do it.
But
we got the Bills right here. They played the Jets, lost week 1. Shit. Raiders, no. Commanders, no. Dolphins, no. Jags. At that point, the Jags as a team was good. Like you said, they started off strong. I'm still scrolling.
Who'd you pick? Who were you going with?
Was this the Bills? Was this a healthy Joe Burrow? Healthy Joe Burrow. They lost. That's another one. That's 2.
I just don't like how we can pick when we get to play the Bengals that they're a good team or they're not a good team.
Are you fucking stupid?
No, I'm being for real because
if we play the Bengals with a healthy Joe Burrow who only throws 4 incompletions, they're shit because when he was bad, they were shit. That's what you just said. I love when we get to pick and choose when Joe Burrow's healthy and if they're a good team or not.
I'm saying
the Jets are just shit when Aaron Rodgers comes back because they were shit when he was out.
Aaron Rodgers didn't even play 5 downs.
Joe Burrow didn't even play.
So you don't know what Aaron Rodgers is with the Jets.
I'm trying to think of a team. Okay, so the Colts. Colts were looking fucking fire until they lost their quarterback. So that means when he comes back, they're gonna be shit, right? Because when they didn't have their fucking star quarter, and you can't even compare this because Joe Burrow's a top 3 player in the NFL. Okay. And when he played healthy this season, they were a top 3 team in the NFL. I don't think they fucking lost.
The Bengals were never a top 3, if you want to be technical.
Yeah, because it's a whole season view. But if you look at only the games Joe Burrow played, I don't think they fucking lost a game when he played well, like when he was healthy and playing. Let's see.
Yeah, okay, so basically from your schedule standpoint.
Let me see. Hold on. I remember this game. They beat the Seahawks, barely. That was Joe Burrow's first fully healthy game. And then they came out and smacked the Niners. And then they came out and beat the Bills convincingly. And then they lost to the Texans. Joe Burrow played bad.
Dolphins.
And then they played the
Rams.
Ravens. Joe Burrow gets hurt. They played.
What week?
They
was-
played.
what
They
weeks
played
were
1,
Joe-
2, 3, 4 games with Joe Burrow. They won 3 of them, and he played spectacular in 3 of them.
What games were the? Was Joe Burrow healthy? Do you know what weeks? I'm asking. I'm not being smart. I'm asking.
Seahawks.
What week was
I
that?
don't know.
It's
It
important.
don't fucking tell me here, does it?
I mean, I
You're
figured
looking at
you-
the same shit I am. I don't know what fucking week this is. Let's count. I mean, if you want to go that deep, 1, 2, 3, 4.
Well, I'm just.
All right, week 6
Was this healthy?
was week 6, 7, 8, and 9 was the only 4 games you can look at because that's when he was healthy and playing.
Okay.
And they lost 1 game in that span, and he played bad 1 game in that
All right.
span.
The Bills.
And if you want to get technical, I don't even remember him being
Dolphins.
fully healthy against the Seahawks. I remember that being the game coming back, like, oh, is he here? And people were like, oh, he looked not hurt.
2, 3.
Oh, and guess what, Ryan? In those
4,
4 games, he played 3
5.
playoffs teams.
The Bills have the. We won't count the Dolphins last week if that's. But they're at 4 to the who is it we were comparing, the Cowboys?
Who also the Lions, who also had 4.
Yeah, so that's equivalent.
Not to mention the Bills division is tough.
It is, yeah. I agree
So
with you there.
they got 4 in their division's pretty decent.
But I didn't even count the Dolphins.
The
twice.
Lions got 4 and their division was ass. The Packers were the next best team and we were mediocre as fuck. We beat the Chiefs and then lost
So,
to
question:
Danny
Are you better than
Danny
the?
DeVito.
Are you better than the Vikings?
this season. Yeah,
Yes,
because they had a carousel of players in and out.
I was just asking. Okay. What we've been going at this long enough here, though. You have anything last things you guys want to add to it?
I don't believe so.
All right. We going on tomorrow, boys, or no? We trying to for the game or no?
Potentially.
We potentially might have some Sunday, night football, wild card round. You got the NFC matchups tomorrow. We got the Rams, we got the Lions, we got the Dolphins, we got the Cowboys.
Tomorrow night, I might be on for that. Just to see y'all's
what's the
faces
other
when
game?
The Rams win.
Is it the no? It's not the. What's the other game?
Packers
tomorrow?
and Cowboys?
I said that one. Is there 3?
No, because they moved the other AFC game to
Oh yeah,
Monday night.
that's right. Well, we got the NFC games tomorrow. We might be on, we might not. I guess you guys had to see it. It might be a surprise for y'all. We appreciate all the support. If y'all could follow, share the stream. We appreciate y'all. Y'all have a good one.
Take it easy.